Right, hi people. Oh my God, it's done it again. I don't know what I've done. I don't know if I like it or not. I don't know what I've done, but it's kind of cool. It's like it's made it massive at my end. Um, I don't know what we'll do. What's it doing? Hello. I'm trying to do that. I've done something to it and it's weird. It's not letting me. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what the hell I've done. Um, right, so I'll use this bit. Uh, by the way, that song's meaning that Harry Styles song, Fallen, is is very relevant here. It's quite a sad song because they're singing. Now it's they were I kept singing the James Arthur Just Us, and now it's that one. God, you know what's worse? I like both the songs, but it's a bit doing my nothing. Ha! I'm cooking, and there you are. Hello, welcome, integrating Carver. Oh, that is so relevant with what I've just been channeling. I pulled karma as one of the cards. How are you doing? Um, Right, so these are the clear zooms that if it's going ahead, and that's what I was just saying to Nathan, I need to check with the members. I put a special offer in for them, and providing they were up for it, so they know what that is in there. Um, like as long as four of them wanted to do it, and as far as I'm aware, there was two that were excited on the live, and there's two that have let me know, but I think it's the same, some of them are overlapping, so I can't work out. Like I'll need to, So basically, if you are in the membership and any level, by the way, because I extended it to because let me do the maths. There's five people on the high level, and there's a couple of people in the other one. And I just basically had said, every basically, if you want that offer, then everyone's, then that's for everyone. So you'll know if you're in the membership. So yeah, if you just watch that live, it was about 45 minutes. If you watch the prayer circle I done the other day, then I explain. I think I said the wrong time though. I think I said 7 till 9 on Monday, and it's not. It's 9 till 11. Unless for some weird reason I keep saying that because we all agree it would be better earlier, and it might happen that way. Um, so yeah, but you can just email me and ask anyway. So and yes, so I'm just going to put this. Gonna do the goal on here. Um, I, it's the same thing. I never know what to write there. I just didn't do it for the other ones. So yeah, I'm not putting up the usual. Like I just said to Nathan on that, I'm not putting up like the kind of if you want a 30-minute reading or a 15-minute, just because I didn't have any energy to even do these two. But I'm glad I've done it because I just don't want to do. I don't want to be sitting doing it Friday night basically. But the thing is, like whenever basically like the energy that I've been in for that other one, you saw how perfect it was because everything fit with the whole message, and it'll be exactly the same with this. But I never ever like channeling the cancer message. So if this ends up being like a really lovely, cozy, wozy, happy story, then well, that's nice. I mean, it usually does end, it usually does end up being a bit like that. But I feel there's going to be a bit of sadness in it, and I can just tell by me mentioning that Harry stick because that start of that song is, you know, and there's no one to blame but the drink in my wandering hands. And the cards indicate third parties too. And I hate that term fun third party. Third party isn't always romantic, but I think in this case it is. So we're gonna get into this. So I just jumped in, doing well enough, integrity act good. I'm glad to hear that. Um and I'm reading that post you told me about, and I'm interested in the event. I'll use the reading for the event if enough people come for it. Um, oh God, that gets all kinds of confusing, Nathan, because you gave me more than what that is. We'll need to work that out over the email. It might just get a little bit too confusing. But I could, if you want me to do that, I can't. We'll talk about that over the email. If you want me to use some of that money towards that, that's absolutely fine. And then whatever else is left over, I can, yeah. Because I'd said you could put the rest, basically, it was you could put the rest of that money to the session that you were wanting, but it's up to you. You can totally do that. Well, we can sort it, just email me back though, and I'll get back to you tomorrow. So thank you for that. Surging forward into a fire horseshoe. It's funny you should say that because I actually have cards. Oh no, don't you don't need to be sorry, Nathan. It's just I don't want to. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I just like it when it's not confusing, basically. Especially when we've just had a Mercury retrograde, but it's not that big a deal. We will correspond in the emails so that I know clearly what you're wanting to do. So if you decide you want to do that, that's fine. Because I think I'd given you options, so just look at what I said. But I mean, that was before I came up with that idea, so that's totally fine. And that's cool actually, because that means if you want to do it, that means I've got two definites right now. I think Charlotte's like a hard maybe, but I don't want to speak for her. I think it depends on the timing. And I was confusing the fuck out of her because I kept saying 7 till 9, and she was like, "Is it 7 till 9 or 9 till 11?" I'm like, "Oh my God, I done that again." So I don't know. I've got two of you definite, so I need two more definite in the membership or in public, and we can do it. Um, so I will let you know. But I'm drawing the line at late, but I'm not I need to know by Sunday. So and it's gonna be really fun. I really want to do it because it's Sag Sun Leo Moon, so it's double fire, and that's just such fun energy for doing that. And Spirit is fire, it's good, it's good energy to do it. But like I said, if we don't end up doing it, then I'll do something for you guys in the membership anyway. Like I'll just do what I usually do. I'll just do your cards. I'll do it early, and we'll we'll do I'll offer that again in the new year. But I just thought it would be fun to like do at least one of them or the couple. So and if you're wondering what I'm talking about, the awaken, activate, and amplify your clairs are where we basically like I'll give you tasks and put you into breakout rooms, and you can practice your intuition and your psychic skills and mediumship. If you're, yeah, I mean everyone's got the ability to do it. We'll just have fun with it. Um, but yes, so but yes, I have actually got special cards for the year of the fire horse. So, because I am looking forward to that, I got them in advance because we don't go into that until February. So, I'll crack them out when we're in it. Um, right. So, um, yes, I know you are. I remember that. I remember the synchronicity of that coming through. Right. So, um, okay. So I got the title because the cards that I pulled were the King of Cups. So, King of Cups, balanced emotions, compassionate, diplomatic, followed by the Ten of Swords, followed by the Seven of Wands, and a Three of Cups. So, and I stopped there with the tarot. So basically, I feel a King of Cups is coming for like a very emotional, intuitive man that could have held his feelings back. And I'm going to say man, right? Because it's a King of Cups, it's a king. If you want to make the king a queen or a woman, you do you, boo. It's all, we know how it goes, but the way I'm feeling today, it's like it is what it is, right? It's coming through the way it's coming through. But yeah, I feel there's been a betrayal somewhere. So painful end, deep wound, betrayal, loss, crisis. So it's either that the King of Cups unfortunately betrayed, well, their Queen of Cups or, their twin flame, um, or a karmic group or a third party has betrayed them. Now, it could be a bit of both, but challenge, competition, protection, perseverance, either way, I feel this karmic group or third party's been blocked out the equation or they're going to be soon. And this is so weird. It's just following on from what I just channeled. That's the same thing. That's like the same thing, isn't it? Because I just channeled on that last one. Someone's fucked up, but it's a good thing. And someone's breaking free like a fire horse. That's kind of sounding similar. But look, they're like, oh yeah, happy clapping it. No, someone's faking that group or they're all fake as fuck. Somebody's betrayed this King of Cups. So we'll get the tea. So, do you ever think about me late at night? Big full moon, so we're using that for the full moon. So I feel this King of Cups is deep in thought and reflection on this full moon, super moon, last full moon of the year about the one they long for. And I feel it's exacerbated, exaggerated because of, well, the full moon does that anyway, and a super moon definitely does it, but because of how much they've been betrayed by whoever the third party is. Your smile once lit up my entire world. Like there's a lot of regret here about what way they've went, but your past shapes you, but it doesn't define you. So yeah, in the past, like I feel, this is the feminines like walked away from some type of third party bullshit. So this is so funny. If it's not funny that it's not funny if you went through this, but like I said at the end of the last one, who's not went through stuff like this? You either know about it or you feel it. But it's kind of like, I feel you're a feminine that walked away from whatever you knew or didn't know. You just were like, you know, I still love this person, but I don't know what the fuck they're up to, but they're not on the same page as me. Because that's a woman walking into the light, and the man's hand is like reaching out, and it's broken chains. So they were stuck in a karmic cycle with a karmic person. And they chose logic over it. They chose their head over their heart. This keeps coming out tonight. But again, Gemini full moon, it is the mind, and it keeps coming out. Um, but I'm afraid I lost you forever. You deserve better than them. So I feel that like that's like I'm afraid I've lost you forever and you deserve better than that past version of me. Like you deserve somebody that's going to choose you first every time. And I'm that person now because I'm different and I've healed that part of me or I'm trying to. But because of my wounding, I put you on a pedestal. You were like shining like a light like the moon, and I was safer. It was safer to keep you like that. But now I'm afraid I've lost my chance. Get the violins out. I told you it's always sad for cancer. So, do you ever think about me late at night? I'm afraid I lost you forever. Your smile lit up my entire world. So, not really a smiling moment, so I don't really know what face to do, but right. Um, right, come on, Claire. Energy, energy. Give it the same energy. I don't know. I can't give it the same energy, but right, where's the? Oh, drink. Wait a minute. I know what to do. I actually do know what to do. Right, we're going to sage, but I know why. See that they're teaching you. Gemini is about Gemini and Sagittarius axis is about learning and teaching, and this is a teaching moment as I'm doing this. I'm saging to clear the energy of what we've just done, because it's all a lot of energy, different energies. But and I'm always picking up a lot of different energies in this anyway, past, present, future. And because of the south node, the south node, the north, basically the full moon square the nodes, it's a lot of past life stuff anyway, more so than usual. It's definitely karmic crossroads and all that kind of stuff. But remember the candle went out, so I'm going to specifically light the candle now for Cancer. And then that, because although I lit an energetic candle, that would help a lot more. So help me be the clear channel to deliver these messages. And if they're sad, that's okay. I can handle it. I'm actually fasting right now, but I'm going to go and eat. I've decided I'm going to go and eat. I've had enough. Like that. That's why I'm like this too, because I'm like, I was like totally okay with it, but now I'm like quite hungry. I'm like, yeah, I need to eat. And that's why it's important to tune into your body, like, you know what I mean? Because I'd just finished a 3 day fast. Well, I think it was actually more than 3 days ago now, and I found it really easy. And I'm not even into a 24-hour fast. I'm quite I'm quite far into it though. Depends which way you look at it. I'll be 24 hours if I left it till like 8:30, because that's when I got up this morning. But I might stay. It depends. If I get over here really late, then I'll just go to my bed and I'll do it. But I'm right now. I'm like, nah. I want to eat something. Oh my God, this is. Oh no, this is not good, guys. I want a chippy. This hasn't happened for ages. Is it because could I could do that? Couldn't I? It's too late. It's too late. Never mind. It's too late. 20 to 12. Are we shut? That's a good thing. That's because it's the full moon. I'm blaming the full moon. What can I eat? Oh my God, now I'm just thinking of all the things I can eat. I've made like a really nice chicken and sweet corn. Not chicken and sweet, yeah, chicken and sweet corn. It was for my baked tatty. I'm not putting a baked tatty on it this time of night. But I can put it on, I'll just put it on toast or something. I have to eat now. I'm not eating right now, but I'm going to eat when I get off this. Oh, and this, I've always forget about this Jane Austen deck. We're going to use that. I seem to always remember in Cancer Moon. Right, I'm going to just get a candle because let's get the mood. Let's set the mood. Oh dear. Right. I'll be back in a minute. Hey, I'm surprised this mic hasn't died yet. I've been doing this for ages. A bit chilly in here too, but I don't want to put it on because um then I'll get too hot. Right, okay, so uh, would have been great. What would have been great tonight? You're reminding me to sage right now, Claire. So thank you. You're very welcome. See, I mean, we all can, we all can get a little bit, forget and stuff like that. And it's just, but you see, I mean, I already feel how much my energy's lifted just from smudging. And then now when I light this candle, because this is to help do, it's changing the energy because we're doing Cancer now, we're not doing Gemini. And just to confuse matters, we're right slap bang in the exact full moon. So because we weren't at the full moon up until about roughly half an hour ago. So now we are. We're in the full moon energy. So this is very intense. Everything's exaggerated. Remember that about yourself. Remember that about me when I'm doing this. That they use the dramatic effect. I mean, they've already been doing that, but it'll be very dramatic now because we're right in it. Let's go to this deck. Right. So actually, do you know what? I started doing that and I didn't do it for this. Nah, we already got the general. We'll do what's some more of the overall theme for this, along with what I've said about the title. There's a painful separation, goes without saying. Oh, that's coming to an end, because when it's in reverse, that's so a painful separation's coming to an end. Oh, a spell, a curse has been broken. I'm not joking, that's what I break off people. Curses, spells, hexes. hex, witchcraft, negative mind. So whatever caused this separation, I feel it's a combination of like how the masculine in particular thought of themselves and what they were allowed to have in their life or what they were worthy of, really, is what I'm hearing. And like it's that kind of not being, continuous kind of, oh, I'm not ready for this, I'm not ready for this, I'm not ready for this kind of relationship. I don't, does it, it's all subconscious. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not worthy of this kind of connection. I'm not ready. Or it can even be feeling like, you're not growing up enough. It's all these kind of feelings. But it was a negative mindset by whoever has been a part of contributing. Now that can just be society in general, but whatever it is, it's like we've got two people that are hurting in separation. We're both hurting from this damage. So it's either that it's just the twin flame journey, full stop. You have to go into separation, or something has been caused to put you into a separation, because that looks like there's been a wee fallout. So, and I just looked at the time at 11:44, and when I say a wee fallout, that's just how us Scottish folk talk. It could have been quite a big fallout, but you'll know if it was you. Right, so fourth house is family, soul family, feelings, trauma. It's the lower part of the chart. So it's all the deep, murky, hidden stuff, particularly family stuff, ancestral curses, with that card saying curse. So if something's always been done a certain way in the family, it's going to keep getting carried on. It might not necessarily be a good way to go about things or a good mindset that gets passed on. Names carry vibration too. That's wise to know that about names. You know what I mean? Some names and surnames and stuff don't carry good energy, so it's good to look into all of that too, feeling it. Uh, right, so this is to identify the divine feminine, male or female, and the masculine's feminine side. Ooh. Intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. Holy fuck. Now, when I use these cards, it tells me about karmic energy. Ooh. Let me just see where's. Oh, yeah, it's definitely pessimism. Oh my God, that's so weird. Depression, disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. What have I been saying? I did say on the other ones, I felt I was going to pick up on the like depression energy of. I feel that is a karmic energy. I feel this is, oh Christ, I don't like when I'm, right, I can't help what I'm feeling. That's a parent-child dynamic, because that's somebody that's intoxicated with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. And this is somebody that's pessimistic, depressed, disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. And the way I just channeled, and I specifically homed in on the masculine. So I feel we've got somebody, and unfortunately, Cancer fourth house is a mother. So we've not had anything to indicate whether it would be a mum or a dad, but I do feel it is a mum or a dad in this case, or a mother father figure, because it's like somebody had an unhealthy hold over someone and could influence what they were able to achieve. It's a little bit like when Beck said about what you were needing 4K to, you know what I mean? And when I've said, well, who told you you couldn't manifest that? Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's because I've worked hard on my. It doesn't mean like, oh yeah, I can do that. Like, but you know what I mean? I do. There are. You shouldn't put limits. Like, and there's nothing to stop people repeating. Wait a minute. The batteries. Your Mac will sleep soon unless plugged into a power outlet. It's 10%. I'll leave it to the last minute. Nah, I'm not. I'm going to take the mic off. You'll not hear me for a minute. Can you hear me? God, I mean, that's a fast turnaround. I just said it to you on the last live stream, and you've already started manifesting the 4K. Well, there you go. Live coaching worked pretty fast, guys. She was being very pessimistic, and now there's some sort of dramatic turnaround, and we're here for it. That's funny. But I'm glad to hear it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it might sound like I'm joking, but so you can or you can't hear. Did you mean to say can hear? Hopefully you can hear. I could always just check actually. Yeah, you can hear. I know it says can hear, but you know sometimes confusingly people mean to write can't and they write can. I'm like, this is so confusing. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, all jokes aside, I'm not joking. Like a lot of people would, more people would lean towards, I write then. Do you know what I mean? Like, how's that gonna, you know what I mean? Whereas you shouldn't stop people because a lot of people would be surprised about, with what I said, that I done that once. I took a quantum leap and attracted all this money over, like literally overnight. But it's not like that weird. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm good at what I do. I have social proof. I have results. I have people that are always saying it in the chat, at least at some point. I've had that today already, so that might be the lot today. But like, do you know what I mean? It's um and in that occasion, I had worked very hard all week helping a shit ton of people for free that some that can't afford the services and some that can. And by the end of the week, the ones that can and that are ready invested in the bigger packages. Boom, there's the thousands of pounds. It's not that hard. I know it sounds like it's hard. And you could be like, well, Claire, why aren't you doing that every I didn't fucking have the energy. I've not had the energy until now. You're going to see me do that again. That's what next year's about. I've just got to get the secret sauce again. What, guys? I need to calm the fuck down. I was about to drink boiling water out the flask. I was about to drink, but somebody's in hot water. That was risky. I mean, is it it's not technically. It's not. Wait a minute. I don't know if I want to test it. Let's. I don't think it's. I don't know if it's. Nah, it's warm. Wouldn't have burnt me. And that's freezing. I mean, I'm not drinking. I don't want. My mum just drinks hot water like that. But yeah, I've never done that before. Someone's in hot water, or they were in hot water. I'm open to trying almost anything to be able to afford those courses. Well, that's what I mean. Sometimes you have to be backed up into a corner to find a solution. So, right. I was going to make a really inappropriate joke. You can probably guess. Read the telepathy. Oh my God. In fact, the card might come out. That'd be so funny if the card came out. Just don't take it too far. Keep it classy. Right. Oh my God. That's not the card I meant, beggar. Oh my God. That's hilarious. There's a card in this called something else. Um, Confronts impairment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. So I've lost the thread of what that was even for. Oi oi, yes. Right, okay. So you're telling us about you've told us about somewhere in this that there's a unhealthy parent-child dynamic, and I feel it's on the masculine side. For whoever's going to resonate with this, I'll have to stress this is Cancer, the fourth house. We're unfortunately going to pick up on unhealthy parent-child dynamics. So if you find that triggering, don't watch this because that's what's going to come out. I don't like doing it either, but it's thank God the moon's in Cancer once a month, so I don't need to. It only comes up then, most of the time. But they do. That's why they bring in all the mother stuff in the Cancer moon because it is the mother. And unfortunately, there's too many of you that have went through that. I know that from working with people. Thief sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Hello, that's what I was just doing. I'm just doing that. But yeah, so wherever this is all coming into it, there might be another thief again though involved in this, like a karmic thief, because with the tarot it was a karmic third party betrayal. I don't know why I'm not kind of like I'm not. It's not coming out like how it usually does, like feminine, masculine. Let's just. I'm just going with it. I'll just keep seeing what engineer. So that feels like the masculine ability to give creative energy, a practical expression, talent for design and resolution to common dilemmas. That feels very Gemini full moon as well. So this masculine could be an actual engineer, or they could have a job similar to whatever, wording um you can think of fits for that. Um I can't even fucking but I knew it when I was joking. I fucking knew it. Look. Hopefully you can all read. Um well, oh dear. Masculine got caught up with somebody that likes the dough. So it's a naked woman with money lying all over her. I think we know where this is going. Places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. Is that not hilarious? That's because I've been sitting channeling for hours. I've just made a joke to somebody about keep it classy, don't go too far, and that's because I knew that card was going to come out. That's the card I thought was going to come out because I said that. Because it's a joke to you, but it's not a joke to what's happened here. Somebody's chose. Well, let's hope it's not literal. But you know what I mean? Somebody's chose stuff. The karmic third party betrayed the masculine group that I'm picking up on. And that's just a really harsh way of the guys chucking out the cards. You know what I mean? Somebody's been putting it about. A companion's been putting it about because the companion came out reverse. Betrayal by misusing confidence, loss of personal identity. Holy fucking shit, guys. Companion did not come out upright. It came out in reverse. Somebody, I'm getting fucking sick of this. Please tell me it's the last one. It is the last one for tonight. It's the same. This is what's cool. It depends on how you look, but this is what's interesting when I do three in a row. I just done Gemini, followed by a pick a card reveal, followed by this is now Cancer. And this is very fucking similar. Like somebody has chose somebody that has ended up betraying them. I don't think it was exactly the same and it was in the pick a pile. I don't think it was I can't even remember what it was for Gemini. But whatever it is, it's been a big enough betrayal that it's like crystal it couldn't be any more crystal clearly spelled out how much of a mistake this was because of the betrayal and all the things that are talking about betrayal. Going to bounce, dinner to finish. Thank you for popping in. Enjoy your dinner. Um, storyteller. And like I said before, I'm a true storyteller. We don't know whose stories it is, but they're true stories. Ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. So I feel that's the feminine. I feel the masculine is an engineer, and well, I nearly said shaman. Yeah, maybe because I attract a lot of other shamans. The divine feminine is a storyteller shaman, because in my opinion, all shamans are storytellers. Um, definitely Sag Moon storytellers. Um, and there's Thief again. Sheds light on your potential wealth that can, but I feel the feminine is a storyteller, and the way that you tell the stories help people to see what true wealth is, helps people to value themselves and, be more about than like chasing money. Because in truth, when you get in touch with that inner wealth, you will eventually attract the money. Some people can do it like that. Other people, it can take years, and it's to do with your limiting beliefs. And I've said this for years, the whole time I've done this. I can hypnotize people to get results really quickly. But me personally, there's a lot of, I know why in my ancestral roots and other stuff like that. Like there's a lot of it's just my soul too. Like, it's quite interesting as well. I don't say this all the time, but I'm just remembering there's something about sin. Wait a minute, I'm gonna Google it before I say it. It's Where's the bit that tells you about it? It's basically about, I'm laughing because it's totally like, you'll get where I'm going with this, right? St. Clair, right, of Assisi. Now, I know there's St. Francis of Assisi, but St. Clair of Assisi was something about the poor order or something. And I always thought it was funny when I came across it. Um, what I read the thing. But I always think there's a lot in a name, and the fact that I'm not bothered about money and stuff like that is quite. St. Clair makes vows into the hands of St. Francis, stained glass window in the convent of the Holy Family. Um, okay, anyway, I'm not finding a succinct summary, but it's just basically like I could. The other one is like St. Julian in Norwich, who like healed people from. It was like some type of jail. She was stuck, and she'd heal people through the bars for free. And I think she died there. I mean, that's really cheery. But it's like any of these past, like, and like St. Joan of Arc that I really connect with. I mean, that didn't end well either. It's like I think we associate with some of these for a reason. And it's like but I feel the feminine's energies that connect with this, it's like you highlight people's inner wealth and value. So even if you didn't have any money, you know what I mean? It's like you're still worth something. Like don't let people make you feel small because you've not got money or something. Um And then that would make sense if the masculine has went the karmic direction and they've chose a woman that's all about money, because that naked woman was lying with money all over her. Well, because obviously that was what that card's called. But I take that just to mean it's somebody that's like the total opposite of what I've just described myself, like money, 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 give me more holidays, give me more shoes, give me more bags. I don't love you anymore because you're not making enough money. I'm moving on to the next one because you're not making enough money. You know what I mean? That seems to be love for a lot of people. Um, child wounded. And that's interesting. So it's like the masculine's collective, it's like their own inner child wounds, shit, fitting with what I said about the paint, have attracted somebody based on. So, say for instance, like, say, for example, but it won't be an example, say it's like someone's come from a family where they show their love through buying stuff and more, more, and this is how much it's like, this could be somebody that's knocked their pan in trying to prove love to somebody that it was never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough for themselves, and it's never going to be enough for the person that they chose. Blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. So this masculine could have been quite stuck for quite a while with all the betrayals that they've went through. Now I'm wondering if been a betrayal by family and a lover or something like that. Like maybe it's one of these complex ones where like the mum's got in with the person or something and then they've not passed on information or something. Hmm. Altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. Oh dear. Altering facts. I don't like that I just said that. Something's, I don't, it's hard to sort of, I mean, if it was a personal session, I would talk to the person and if this was you, because this will be someone's and we could tease it out. But from what I can just feel without the cards is like something has been twisted or fabricated and it's like someone's mum and like a karmic energy have been in cahoots. So that's why it's such a huge betrayal to the King of Cups, and it blocked something for them from telling the truth. Oh my God! Remember, guys, because when I say it's God and the guys speaking through me and the loved one's spirit, I truly do mean that. But I'm saying, oh my God, because look at the free woman, and normally that card looks like quite a happy one, but look, I feel that's like a karmic partner, someone's mum, and like a sister or a friend or something. Like have all known something and not passed on the information or withheld something. Now that could be like a karmic partner and her mum and her sister, or her friends or her sister or something like that. It doesn't. It doesn't, but there's a karmic, mother somewhere. But I feel it is in the mask. It's because it came out that way. Yeah, like oh my God, there's a money grabber card. They're really talking right now, and she came out reverse too. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Work, home, conflict, financial independence, but that is being polite. Oh my God, they've spelt it wrong as well. There is a fucking. Oh my God, how gutting. There's a spelling mistake. There must be on all of the cards. Anyway, sorry. That's like, oh my God. I mean, why was nobody check it anyway? So, but that's part of the message, isn't it? There was a big boo-boo. There was a big mistake that somebody didn't notice. And I mean, there could be a child involved because there's a little girl on top of her shoulders. So somebody could be chasing somebody because there's a child involved or several children. Especially if they're girls because it's a wee girl. But she came out reverse. A Queen of Pentacles in reverse is a money grabber. It's material. It's exactly how it's materialistic. It's the woman at the start with the money all over the Four of Cups. It's left somebody discontent. Look, somebody was being handed an opportunity with their twin flame, and they passed it up for whatever the karmic path they went down. Which I know it could sound like, oh my God, they made a big mistake, and I'm sure some people do feel like that, but they needed to learn those lessons. It was a bad investment. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Bad investment. And it because it ended in betrayal. They're just saying with the cards I got, they're just saying the same thing. Someone's not a hanged man anymore. And the thing about this card is there's a very beefed up man working out. Somebody made a sacrifice. Delays, resistance, stalling, indecision. There's the crossroads, the karmic crossroads. So somebody's stalling on an important decision. But it's Judgment Day. So this is like really heavy energy, but just for a change. But it's like it's Judgment Day. It's time to make a big decision. And I feel it's fitting on from whatever I've just channeled in that other one. Well, spoiler alert. I've said it already. Like if pick A, B, or C, but I've already said what one it is. But it's like that last one I just done because I was just meant to be quick, and I don't know how long it was. But the last one was a wee bit more intense because I had pulled love partnership in reverse. And it feels like feels specifically a karmic partner has betrayed somebody. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was betrayed a masculine with a friend, unfortunately, because of the way I said it. Or somebody, it must be somebody taboo, somebody, no, it's something you don't do anyway. It's not just like, oh, some random. Um, but it's a good thing because it's like giving this person what they need to go to a Queen of Wands where they really want to be. Courage, confidence, independence, social. And that's the person like, right, I'm on my way, because we compass. That's the card before the union card. Progress, expansion, foresight, opportunities. Because where I've been as an Empress in reverse now, holy shit, what is this? Again, see what I mean about how they work with the mother energy. Whatever it is, I can feel so, this is like, it's picking up, it always does this. It's picking up on loads of different little bits of people's story. So I'll just speak and people can see what's theirs. Um, Empress in reverse, that is a cold-hearted mother. So where this comes into it, it'll be different for different people. That can be a karmic and their mum were in cahoots. A karmic and a masculine's mum were in cahoots. Now, in cahoots could just mean there's something that's been kept back that should have been said to the masculine. Um, it's not really knowing what side your bread's, but there's loyalties that are misplaced. Blocked, dependent, needs self-care. And somebody's kept somebody, or it's like somebody's kept someone dependent on them. So it could be like, it could be a well-meaning mum has kept somebody too dependent on them. Like, you need me for everything. You will die if I don't do your washing every Sunday. Or nobody else will be able to handle the fact that you don't know how to cook for yourself. You know what I mean? It's like, insert whatever it is, somebody that's made you feel helpless. Like, nobody's going to take me on like that. And it's not true. Everybody has things they can and can't do. And the right person would love you for who you are, and they wouldn't manipulate you and keep you small and disempowered and out of balance. Temperance in reverse. Imbalance, excess, realignment. That I feel that's a drinking problem as well. That came through earlier, so that's clearly a big thing right now for a lot of people. Knight of Cups. But this person's coming in romantic, confessing to a bad investment that brought them a lot of bad luck. Could be a gambling problem again as well. Being a King of Wands in reverse. Basically not a very stand-up guy. Wasn't a great version of himself. Karmic group. Basically, this person is telling me they weren't a very good version of themselves. They didn't surround themselves with very good people. And they can see that now. And all they want is you. I love the way those cards just came out. It's like, imagine if that's fucking brilliant that I can put that in the thumbnail for both of them. I'm gonna do it. And this might, there might there needs to be a mediator to in this connection. Right, so but yeah, Two of Cups, truly look, somebody, oh God, somebody turned their back on their Two of Cups for whatever they chose. That's a fuck my life if ever I saw it, look. I think I might use that for the thumbnail. What's the title again? I can't see the title the way I've put the screen. Sorry, I'm going to read what yous are saying in a minute. What have I done? How did I get out of this? Like, how did I get out of this? See what I mean? How did I get, this is all part of it. I don't know what I've done at the screen, but someone's like, how did I get out of this? What have I done? And I'm stuck in YouTube land and I can't see the title. But it's okay, it's not that dramatic. I'll look at the, afraid they've lost you, sad face, both looking at the moon, daydreaming about each other. Ah, right, I need that card then. Right, so I need that card because I think it might come out again actually. Wait a minute, let's shuffle. I'll read the thingies while I can relate to the karmic mother part, yes. Sorry to hear that. The way you tell stories, at least give messages the way you do, is absolutely glorious. Thank you very much, Nathan. Claire, and an inspiration to me personally. Claire, so thank you and stay awesome. I will try my best. Thank you. I caught my karmic mother gambling again after years of supposed sobriety. Oh, right. Um, the truth is more complicated than you think. Oh my God, they keep giving us these cryptic ones. But I think, yes, whatever that means, but I think the truth here is what I've said. It's like there's a complicated mother-child relationship here. There's something behind your eyes. What are you hiding? And I feel that's what it is. And I feel it's like what I channeled in the other live. I feel I feel if you're the twin flame to this person, you sensed it. So you've had a moment where without them saying a word, you just sense something like that. You can feel the energy around the person, that there's an unhealthy hold someone's got on you. And it doesn't feel like romantic. It feels like family or something. Or the obvious one is you might actually know that because like some people you might live in the same place or something. Oh, there it is. I thought that. That's why I didn't go in and get it. Look, do you ever think about me late at night? So you're both thinking about each other because you're each other's true love. But this person's feeling equal, like worse because they picked somebody else. And I feel it's from a heavy influence from a mum in this case. where we don't blame whoever's, but I do feel that. No, it's probably actually because we saw this, it's probably going to be because of kids. Because I'm only saying that because I saw the kid on the card. Conflict, disagreement, competition, defeat. This person's in deep regret because they put you in some kind of third party competition. Even if it's just the sense that this person has left you hanging and never told you that you're their true love. The fact that someone's even put you in a position to think that you don't mean as much as what you do is killing this person now because they've woke up to that. Oh my God, the cards are fucking hell. Because I don't know if you can see that right, but that card's quite cool. I mean, it's not, it's like there's a girl further away walking away, and then there's another girl in the middle, and the guy is like fucking hell. So talk about third party. So whether it's literally like that everybody's known about each other, or it's like this guy's in love with someone else, but they've chose somebody else through whatever for whatever reasons. But they're always longing, and every time the moon's out, looking. That's like Dear John again, isn't it? Because she's marries the neighbour, but she's always thinking about John, because of course she would be if he looked like that. But it's like poor John's like sitting crying to himself because he's had his Dear John letter. You know what I mean? It's not a smiling moment, but I don't know what else to do. That is the thumbnail. Um, that's why I got those cards because the visuals are great. Okay, so we're gonna put them there. We're gonna carry on with the sad fucking story and see what else comes out. So, um, no wonder my stomach's rumbling. Don't worry, we're not gonna leave it until the morning. That was, you know, just a thought. It doesn't need to go ahead. Don't mind me, I'm just talking to my stomach. Right. Um, inner union. So I just kind of got lost in doing that. I don't know if we really let's start again. So we'll not start again, but what happened in the past then? Tell us with I've said a lot of stuff that happened in the past. What happened in the past? Divine feminine, masculine's feminine side. I want to tell you the truth. So in the past, there is something that the feminine never got to. It's like, there's some kind of truth that you want to share with the masculine. And you've just been left ghost like you've tried to at some point you've tried to talk to this person and they've ghosted you. Now if that bloody card comes out that says I've got mother wounds, I'm going to be gobsmacked, but that there's a card in this. There's one about father wounds and there's one about mother wounds. You hurt me. Everything that happened hurt me so much. I need more time to heal. Yeah, so whatever this is, right? This person ghosted you and, went cold on you, stonewalled you because they feel like you done something to them. But I feel the feminine's like, feels like, that you've not had a fair trial. Now, I don't know why I'm saying that. Something, this could be bringing in court stuff again. If you're new to me, I do help people with court stuff all the time behind the scenes because my main guides are Lady Portia and Saint Germain. Saint Germain's about clearing the karma, transmuting negativity, but the twin flame Saint Lady Portia is about karmic justice and legal stuff, and so that's why I often help people with stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like there's something, the masculine's instantly been like, you've done this to, you've hurt me, you've done something wrong, you're um not who you say you are, or I mean, I don't know. It's like that. It feels like some kind of an illusion where like this person's seeing you through warped glasses. You're mysterious. Ah, but it came out reverse. So where a high priestess is mysterious and some people are drawn to the mystery, this person has been suspicious of it, but they've also not ventured into the unknown to find the truth, whatever that means in different people's scenarios. I can never seem to figure you out. Sometimes I feel like you're hiding something from me. Never really know where I stand with you. So it's like if you're quite mysterious, it's like the people around this person have made that, have distorted that to be like, oh, they're hiding something or they're this, they're that. I'm single right now. I'm not attached to anyone and not looking to be in a relationship at this time. Will you listen? There's so many things I want to say to you, but will you hear me all the way out? Will you believe me? So there might be something about this person single and not looking to be in a relationship right now, because quite frankly, they could have just got out of one. So maybe it wouldn't be wise. Um, but let's see now what's for the masculine. Same cards as what I've done in the pick a card. Try again, new direction, start over. Yes. So somebody's looking to start a new beginning, and it feels like they want the feminine to be part of the new beginning. And they're aware that the feminine hasn't got clarity, truth, intentions, and honesty. And I feel there's been some sort of dishonesty because it's in reverse. So this person wants to start again telling the truth, and they've been spying on the feminine social network information ways. So whatever the feminine, whether it's your personal social media or public or whatever you do, they've got a way to keep an eye on you. And they've got the clarity that they need. So it's like that, what this masculine's saying, it's like oh, that's quite interesting actually. They didn't have the truth in the past, because I'm doing the past. They didn't have the truth in the past. And then when I shuffled again, it came out upright, and they do now. And that's putting this person at breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelm. So it's, yeah, whatever that's going to mean to different people, it's like, however they were distorting the feminine in their own mind, or how other people were like, so it could be gossip, rumors, whatever, things like that. It's like it grew out of control. And now the person has the truth and the clarity that they need. Releasing, letting go, moving on, and walking away. And they're walking away from whatever whoever the people were, the third parties at the start of it, that um I failed to give you what you need. And that was the thing that this person, all the people in this energy, the thing that they failed to give the feminine was the time of day. Like, sorry to say it like that, but it's like, because it's very clear. It's like the feminine had something to reveal and, something to share. And you can't do that if the person is ghosting you. And so this person just ghosted you, they neglected you, they abandoned you. And heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. And it's, yeah, soul tie. I always feel connected to you. But they've felt the pain ever since because they realise that you've been connected since past lives. Deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. They clearly abandoned you in a past life. That's what I'm getting from this. It's like they've left you in a past life and then they've left you again in this life. But now they've went through their ego death. Could be trapped elsewhere, stuck, tied down, and captive in a karmic situation, wishing they hadn't made the mistake, and it was sabotage, and they've caused damage. Look, I wish I could right my wrongs. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes, and we're both hurting from this. And intuition, heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. So it's like it feels like at some point the masculine hasn't been willing to get to know the feminine more, or not been willing to hear you out about something, and they've decided whatever the story is for themselves, or listen to other people's whatever they think it might be, and the truth, and whatever they've got into with someone else, well, they feel trapped, so that's not great for one. But they feel trapped, like they've made a mistake, and that was through self-sabotage, and it's at the bottom again. And now they want to try again, new direction, start over. Okay, so that's the past energy. I'm getting sleepy, Claire. You really helped me clear a lot of dense energy. You're welcome. It's funny how that happens. I thought you were going to say I'm getting sleepy. I'm going. Right, so what's the present energy then? Oh, that was quick. If love had a weight, would you still carry it? I erased every trace of you except in my mind. Now that's on the feminine side. So it's a guy chucking stuff in the bin though. So I feel whoever the feminine is, like male or female, whatever reminders you have of, if you have, say you've got pictures or whatever, if you have reminders of this person or whatever reminds you of them, you change the channel, you change the song. You don't want reminders of this person because it hurts too much, but you can't erase them from your heart and mind. And that'll be the masculine emotionally as well has done that. But same thing, they can't erase you from their heart and mind. Right, masculine. I thought we had more time. Playing games. This comes out quite a lot, but I feel this person was playing games, but I'm hearing it really clearly. This person played games because they had people that played games with them. They had people that manipulated them, and it's what they were used to, it's what they knew. Running from your problems won't solve them. Learned that from somewhere too. You've come farther than you think. But to come away from the shit stuff about this, um, also forget the words, I'm seeing something different in this. There's a woman in the corner, there's a guy leaving, and there's a woman at the that looks like, if you forget what the words say, that's a man leaving a karmic energy to go to the twin flame that's waiting. That's quite intense, isn't it? Like I can imagine that person saying, like, I've been here too long. I'm in the wrong place. Sorry to laugh, but it's like, I've stayed too long here. I'm in the wrong place. Like, and that person's like, where's my twin flame? Do you know what I mean? I've got to have a laugh with this somehow. I'm not going to apologise for laughing. It's like, I'm not laughing at people's, but it's kind of funny to me. I channeled it. This person's, you've come further than you think. If you're the masculine, I feel this feels like, see, because the fourth house is hidden stuff, I feel this is someone that's been working on themselves, in private. Could have been going to therapy and nobody knows about it, or learning from people like me and all the other people that are helping. Thank you very much, Tony. Um, no, Claire, I'm here till the live stream is done. I'm sleeping. I'm a trooper till the end. Oh my God, I just clicked on and heard you say the card. I thought we had more time. That came up. Yeah, it did come up. But yeah, there's that again. Losing you taught me love isn't about possession. That's a different spin on it. When that card came out before, it's because that's what it means to me when I look at it. It feels like a feminine, like, I want to be with you, but if you don't want to be with me, then fly free. What can I do? I'm not a toxic bird. Sorry, that's Scottish. I'm toxic, no pun intended, but I'm not a toxic woman or lady. I've got class. I love you. I happen to feel you love me, but if you want to run after all the other ones, bash on, mate. You know what I'm saying? Whatever gender you are, whatever gender they are. But this is on the masculine side, so I feel they feel like they've lost you. And remember the word in at the start of this, unless I'm mixing up with the other one, which is quite possible. But I think it was this one. I'm afraid I've lost you forever. Losing you taught me love isn't about possession. So I feel this person thought like we're dab we're we're diving into the subconscious stuff, but I think in the back of their mind, this person thought they could do anything and you were always going to be there, which isn't very nice. That's what I'm feeling. Everybody knows this. There's the chess game. That's confirming it. Just in case people thought I was being too negative. No, 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 that's the message. This person was playing games. And that's, they're saying, like, this is, let's face it, when's ever anyone totally, but if this person was being completely and totally honest, they were playing games. It's all they knew how to do. The truth isn't always black and white. But I feel what's coming through here is this person, by the time they get to, they've reflected on why am I like that, and it's because there's a manipulating. There's at least one manipulative parent, and if it's not a parent, it's somebody that's got a huge influence on them that they spend a lot of time with. So it doesn't need to be a parent, but it's somebody, you know, I've got to make my move. I've got to win. Because that's that card, that's what that guy's doing in that card. Oh, look, karmic cycle completed though. And then that's got the snake on it. You did the snake ends, as I was saying at the start, in February. Death and rebirth. This person's went through their ego death. They're heartbroken. They've learned, this is somebody that's truly woken up through heartbreak. They've realised what they've lost when they've lost it. I mean, it's just fucking cringe. It's cheesy. It's like fucking, it's like films and books, and I'm not gonna pretend I don't love films because we all know that I put the film that, you know what I mean. But it is. What is a film that I can think of that's like that? That's like this. When Harry Met Sally. That's one of my favourites. But so when Harry Met Sally, yeah, because I'm not going to thingy the whole fruit, but if you like in that, generally speaking, they're best friends for years, but they sleep with each other. And it's just, you know what I mean? They're already best friends, they sleep with each other, and it's like, but he freaks out and has a wobble, and then so she retreats. And then, spoiler alert, but who's not seen Manhattan? But it'll be on at New Year. In fact, that's what I done. My rockin' New Year, this last year going into this year, was watching When Harry Met Sally at midnight because they put it on so that the time it was quite good. They put it on so that it would end right when it was that bit. Um, but so this could be something about like I don't know. Somebody could be rushing in at Hogmanay. Somebody could be rushing in at New Year. Like somebody could be having a shit time at a Hogmanay party, and they're like, I just want to be with my two of cups because that card came out. Or this could be planned that this person wants to. I don't know what the reason, but there'll be loads of different reasons, but I think they don't get me to say that for no reason. Unless it's like this person's just like, I love you. When you want to spend the rest of your life with someone, you want the rest of your life to start right away. So that could be like, that doesn't need to be, that could be like tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? That could be like 2 days. It's like, but it's like when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with someone, you want the rest of your life to start right away. But it's like, it's the speech he goes into. It's like, and it's not because of this and it's not because of that. It's because I love the crinkle. Anyway, it's like the same speech at the end of my other favourite. My childhood favourite is Three Men and a Little Lady, the Peter. Remember, I really need to find out. I always say this, but those cards I've got that hardly anyone's got. In fact, no one's got it apart from the lady that made them, and she barely uses them too. But there's a card in that deck that's like, I want to start all over again, and it always reminds me of the speech that he gives. That is like. Because he's like, why are you doing this, Peter? I'm going back to New York and you can see Mary as much as you like. And he's like, I'm not doing it for Mary, I'm doing it for me. And it's like he goes into this big speech about everything that he loves about her. And it's really cute because the whole film, you're like, what the fuck are they? Even when I was wee, I was like, what the fuck are they doing? You know what I mean? He loves her, she loves him. Why is she marrying the horrible guy? You know what I mean? I knew when I was a little girl, it was there's something wrong with this. And what I love in that too is the wee girl feels it too. The wee girl's like, not trusting the horrible guy. So there could be something I don't know where that's coming into this. That's a different, but there could be a child that senses there's something not right about someone, and you should always pay attention to that. If a kid's got a bad feeling about an adult, well, for obvious reasons, I don't want to go down that route, but you know what I mean. It's like uh, heartbreak, basically. Somebody's heartbreak has awakened them to what really matters. And they're leaving wherever they were. Every person who leaves takes away something you no longer need. Karmic cycle done. I just pulled the world card and, that's what that is. Done. Karmic lesson complete. And there's the person that's waiting. Time healed me, but it didn't erase you. I know what there's another, I know the other film it's reminded me of. Interstellar. Bit of a galactic vibe, but if you've ever seen Interstellar, I mean, that's a massive spoiler alert, actually. But, so I'll just say that, actually. But there is a very similar bit that it's like, she's waiting on you, go and get her. She's been waiting on you for lifetimes, quite literally. Like, you know what I mean? Because, like, quite literally it isn't that, do you know what I mean? But he's, like, just realised, like, who it is. Well, that's quite deep. I've channeled that before. That's not the first time that's come through, but it's come through again. Um, oh, I haven't used this deck yet. Right, so kids just sense good and bad. Yeah, absolutely. I was like that. I was never wrong. That might, not surprise some people, but like I wasn't. I said it in the live stream earlier. Whenever I didn't like someone around my mum or dad, I was even if I just thought it privately myself. Trust me, I was right about it all. And whenever I've not liked, well, not, we maybe shouldn't go too deep into all of this, but yeah, whenever I've not liked people around any of my family members, I've never been wrong. Whenever I've actually had a bad feeling around myself, that I was like, whenever I've sort of secretly thought to myself, they would fuck me over if they got the chance. Usually been proven true too, unfortunately. Uh, in any area of life, personal or professional, whenever I've thought it about someone, it's happened. And it's not me creating it. Like I'm not, you know what I mean? I can see people's shadows and everybody has a shadow. And that's why I always proudly say when I come on, I'm in my shadow. I don't mean I'm about to be a big fucking wanker to everyone. I mean I am in my integrated shadow. I have integrated. I have looked at every part of myself possible and I can be very hard on myself and self-critical and all that. So it's like I accept myself for who I am, and I'm able to accept other people for it. It's why I can listen to people's stories of like where they've really fucked up, like where people have really done people wrong, and I'll hold space for you, and you can release that, and you can be reborn. That's what deliverance is. You can be reborn. You can start again if you want to, because you've actually taken the brave step of going to a shaman or going to a counselor. Or I just happen to be both to release it. You could have just stayed stuck with it and not told anyone. But that's why it's such an honour that, people tell me like their deepest, darkest secrets, men and women of all ages. And we've all got them. It's better than like, keeping that all to yourself. And it can make you ill over time if you do that. But yeah, if you should always pay attention to when you get a bad feeling about someone. But I do want to buffer this. I have observed some people that because you've had so much trauma, like you could I think we've all been around, you know what I mean? You could be too suspicious and you know what I mean? And like thinking it about the wrong people. So that's where you've got to be careful about that. Because it's like how I was just channeling the feminine with the mystery thing. Like, because I'm a true high priestess and I can be quite mysterious. Like, it's quite funny, I was about to say, I make no secret about the fact, like, I I like what I like online, and I am guided to that's relaxing for me to find my own places and for me to chill out. And I either watch and I lurk, or I might be guided to chat in some places. I might not. That's for me to know and you wonder. But like I always say, you know what I mean? If it's YouTube, well, fucking, you know what I mean? If other people are maybe there, but why aren't they then? Why aren't other people where I end up? Because we're on a different frequency. You'll end up there if you're meant to kind of thing. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? But like I would say on here, my reasons are because I've got people that watch me that don't like me. I've got other people's karmic energies. That's just stressful for me. Like it's because I really have need enough, not completely, because I can't lie, so I can't be like, oh, I don't ever. But yeah, I don't very much. Like if I only it's only because actually I can think of something. I was on something not long ago, and I really wanted to talk, but I didn't feel safe, and I thought it's not worth it. Uh, well, thank you for loving me. You've never been here before. I'm feeling you might be a troll. Love V. Uh, but yeah, let's see what this is all about. So yeah, just be careful about that, that you're getting it right. I don't know where that's coming into here. So I feel that might be because of what I've said about if somebody's determined self-sabotage and determined to sort of see the work, like, you can think it about the wrong people. And I've said that before, but I think that's part of the reason why they get me to talk so fucking long on these things. Because who you really are shows eventually. Do you know what I mean? And I've made no, maybe I can, just be on guard. I can already tell. I can tell by the way it's all together, but we'll see what happens next. Just you be very, I don't know, the last time that happened, all the writing, I missed all the writing, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be, you know what I mean? You don't need to do it right now, but just monitor. Do you know what I mean? I can quickly grab it too. Um, yeah, I think whoever's resonating with this, I think you've got good reason. I think if you're too suspicious of people, it's because people have seemed one thing and then they've appeared to be something completely different. Um, but I think there's just a message coming through here about make sure your suspicions are right. I don't know who that's going to fit with, but that feels like it's coming through. There's definitely something about the masculine, male or female, has misjudged. But it's clear it goes back to there was some sort of truth that the feminines wanted to share about their feelings or whatever the deal would be there, and the masculine hasn't, like, they've not heard the person out, and they've made up their own stories to suit their own wounds. Oh dear. Right, okay, so um I'm lost with the questions here. We're just we love her more. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Um I love yous too. Um but yeah, anyway, that's where I was going with that. Do you know what I mean? Like it's I believe that about anyone, and maybe that's why there aren't too many people, but it's like to be able to sit in this state of trance for that long, you, you don't see all of me, but you see pretty big fucking bits of me. Pretty big, massive, vulnerable bit. But you're meant to. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm an Aries at the highest degree with my Venus in Aries. And I've got my Pluto conjunct my Scorpio rising. I've got my secrets too, but I'm kind of like, do you know what I mean? Like I move with integrity. Like, anyway, moving on. So, now I need to look at the book for this, and I don't even know what question it was. Let's just see what it says. I wasn't asking. Adaptability. Charlotte. Oh, Charlotte. Charlotte makes the best of her choices in Pride and Prejudice by marrying Mr. Collins to avoid becoming a financial burden on her parents. Oh dear, not the best reason to marry someone, but back in that day it was different. But holy shit, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? Because it's. I'm just trying to remember, I watched that not long ago. Because that was what it was back like in that era. So if we kind of modernise, I don't know if that's a word, but if we break this down, that's kind of fitting with the rest of the cards a little bit. Somebody's went towards a karmic soulmate, karmic partner, and it feels like it could have come from pressure from a parent or family or advice. So it's not choosing love, it's choosing money over love. In that day, it was different though. You're like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's quite brutal actually. And I love that. I was saying that to one of my best friends because she loves that. Like, she said that to me, like, oh my God, years ago. This friend said that to me actually when she heard the story of me and mine. She mentioned that film and I was like, oh, I've not seen it. It's not my cup of tea. And anyway, it was like I watched it. Whenever I watched it. I don't know when I watched it this year sometime, and I was crying my fucking eyes out. And there's loads of different versions of it, but the one I watched was with Keira Knightley, and I don't know what the guy's called, but I just find it fascinating how it's like they both act like they don't like each other, and by the end of it, like the very end scene, like it's all her family, and I'd say she's the masculine, and they're all like, I didn't even think she liked him. Do you know what I mean? And it's because they've just got engaged and they want to be married and stuff like that. So it's like, but what's interesting about it is, they're all, a lot of them aren't like, there's not many that marry for love in it. And the other couple that do marry for love, he was being told by his family, I think, not to marry her at one. So it's all that stupid politics for that era. Uh, There's definitely something in it. That'll be why I've been led to this. So I didn't. That'll be interesting if that comes out again. So let's just right. Could you tell me because I've lost the. Where the fuck to get? Let's do what's a karmic lesson and what's been learned or what needs to be released. I think that in general, whoever that fits with. And oh, this looks interesting. This maybe looks like it's Mr. Darcy and whatever. Generosity goes both ways. Gives wait a minute, some give and take promotes harmony and good relationships. Sharing. So the karmic lesson is, I feel if you've been on your own for a long time, that's why the world card, you know what I mean? It's like, this is for the people that, if this is the feminine energy, the karmic lesson is, you've spent the time you're meant to spend on your own, and now you have to let the guard down and be open to this person coming in. But of course, that's easier said than done if they've prioritized everyone and everything. Or, like I said, that other card keeps saying it, things aren't always what they seem, but you can only take things the way that it seemed. So, but yeah, that's the karmic lesson. Like, don't shoo away something you want when it appears. Masculine? Well, I think that's about, oh, the magician. But let's see what it says in this. So the masculine's got everything they need inside them to manifest this new beginning. But will they? Skill. Jane Austen makes magic with her pen at her writing desk, using her prowess to begin something new. Ah, so the masculine's a magician. They've got everything they need to manifest this new beginning. But Just because they've got everything they need, will they do it? And also, because she's penning a book, again, there's that theme of somebody could be writing an email, writing a text, writing a letter, sending a carrier pigeon, writing on a chalk wall, I love you. All the, you know what I mean? It's like there's some sort of communication. Or they could be writing their feelings down. They could be writing in their notes on their phone. They could be writing things down to themselves. It doesn't need to be to the feminine. What's the joint lesson here? Oh, the hermit. Interesting. And oh my God, I think that's the two cups. Now, I don't know if that's two cups. I'm assuming it is, right? But I'm assuming it is, so we'll see what it says after. In hermit mode, the masculine, you've basically, when the feminine went into hermit mode, you realize this is your true love. If you didn't realize that before, you worked that out by going in your own dark night of soul, however long ago that was. And the masculine has now done the same thing. It's just for some people, it could be years later. I feel for a lot of people it is. If it's not, then this one isn't yours. But um, let's see what it says. Introspection. In Emma, Mr. Woodhouse focuses his energy inward to take care of his health and comfort. So the masculine's been taking care of his health, clearing his energy from whatever they've went through. Him or her, but it always comes through that. Well, it has in this anyway. So just oh no, it's not two cups, it's temperance, but that's a twin flame card as well. Oh God, that's why I don't use these a lot. It's quite confusing. Two hearts, temperance, moderation. An elaborate dinner party consists of many dishes for each course, but restraint is key to contentment. That gives it a whole different meaning. So it's what I said, but I think it's like, for those of you that you're coming out of, well, for those of you that you're both coming out of some type of separation, be careful you don't, because I'm hearing, I'm hearing, my good days, you know what I mean? You keep on looking 'cause they stay in the jar. But I don't think it's quite like that. It's like, don't eat all the cakes, like who ate all the pies kind of thing. It's kind of like, it's like, you could have been deprived. And it's not even necessarily that both people have deprived or been deprived of, well, sex to be blunt. It's like, even if this masculine has, like, had recent escapades or whatever, it's like this person's been deprived of you and you're the true love. Because we've seen that in the Two of Cups card. It's like, don't rush in, I think is the message here. Like you've got plenty of time. Start with a few appetizers, a starter, have a main, then you can go to the cakes. Do you know what I mean? There's two cakes. That's a bit, all in moderation. But again, you do you. That's your business. It's funny the way that came through. Um, And yes, I don't care what this says, but there is a queen in reverse here. So I do think they're just saying again, someone was dealing with a queen of swords in reverse. It might not be the queen of swords at all. We'll just see what it says, but that's how I'm seeing it. Security. Emma is independently wealthy and happy with a comfortable home, but it was in reverse. Yeah, that is the queen of swords. So someday that's a nasty fucker. Queen of swords in reverse is a nasty fucker. But also, that's so interesting actually. Because that's the same woman as the two of diamonds. So whoever's all resonating with this, both people have not got into this connection for the right reasons. This was definitely not a union made out of love, but that's a karmic relationship. Do you know what I mean? It's usually lust, or it's that's Yeah. So, what were you saying? I have a beard now, so I chose to update. I thought it just changed. I chose to update the YouTube profile. Go you, Nathan. Changing it up a little bit. Um, right. But Claire, I love cakes, and I was £300 in the past for a reason. Look, I love cakes too. Like, let me tell you, there's been several, and also, he's deleted it already. But also, um, like cancer is food as well. So there's been many a Christmas I have decided to feel sorry for myself, and on my food shop, crisps, cakes, treats. You know what I'm saying? I've went to town. That's more so than not been the last, and I'm probably not going to be any different. I don't know. This I might do it a little bit different, but unfortunately, I feel like I'm going to drink. I mean, I'm not going. Don't worry, I'm not going to be sitting drinking myself kind of thing. But it's like, and no offense if anyone does do that. You know what I mean? It's like, but it's just never. I've just not like. I just don't. I think that's a slippery slope. I mean, I don't drink anyway, but it's like not really. You know what I mean? But I do just kind of feel like if I'm feeling all right within myself and I'm around people that I trust, I think I might. But at the same time, I might not. But I'm quite good at gauging that basically. But yeah, I love cakes, Nathan. Like that's why. Do you know what's great, right? See when you do the fasting, right? Especially when I done the 3 day one. If you could, well, you don't need to fast though. If you basically don't have sugar, like anything with sugar in it for 3 days, you're out the sugar cycle. So it's like I've got such a sweet tooth, right? I love every like I love cakes, I love donuts, I love like I know that's savory, but I love crisps. Love crisps, so I basically don't buy them because if I buy crisps, I eat them all. Literally eat them all. Doesn't matter if it's a family bag. Doesn't matter if it's like a family pack with 6 pack. I'll eat them all. Don't buy them. Um, but for the last few Christmas, you know what my favorite? I've said this on here, but oh my God, has anyone tasted the McCoy's jalapeno and like I don't know what type of cheese, but you know jalapeno and cheese crisps? Oh my fucking God. That's my favorite. Like I've not had it for months because they must be not must be they will be all crisps are calorific, but I love eating them with Philadelphia, and I blame that on the very first girls' holiday I went on with someone from my past, um, and she was eating crisps in Philadelphia out the top, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, she was like, "Don't knock it till you try it." I tried it, and I never fucking looked back. So it's like she's got a lot of answer to. God, there's gonna be quite a lot of things I say to her if I ever bump into her or something. I'll be like, first of all, do you remember? Did I guess Dear John? And second of all, you taught me a very bad habit. But no, I do. I love it because they're quite nippy. Do you know what I mean? But I fucking love jalapenos, man. I love them. But so with the Philadelphia, and it needs to be like this really nice, but calorific. But because I'm now into like weighing the calories and everything, that's quite terrifying to think how much. Well, that's this weight that I've not been able to lose for a couple. It must be the Christmases where I've sat and done that. But you see, I don't get it's quite fun. And again, this is I don't mind going into this right because I'm not. It might seem like I'm saying it in a jokey way, but I'm not joking. Like I am the type of person where, although I help people with this all the time, I can be an emotional eater, so I pay attention to that. And it's like, when I'm full up on emotion, I can just stop eating, and that's not good. Like, you know, what I mean, I'm so full of feelings, I can't eat. And then some people, you fucking eat your feelings. It can go either way, but it's like whenever I've done that, it's like you get sick of it. Do you know what I mean? Like a few days of picking out like that, you just feel sick. You know what I mean? And it's like this is not worth it. And that's kind of, you know what I mean? That's why I'm like.
I think I'll probably just eat the way I normally eat, but get a few extra treats. You know what I mean? I won't like that was obviously those my inner child was like, well, I can do it if I want. Like I live myself. There's nobody stopping me going for another cake or eating the whole you know what I mean? Like I'll fuck it. Whereas now I'm like, I could still do that, but I don't want to because I'm being more responsible about myself. You know what I mean? So it's and I was also very unhappy. And it's not like I'm going to be like fucking like, happy as a pig and shit this Christmas either, but I'm a lot happier than what I was the previous. So it makes sense that I'm like, I don't feel the need to do that. Um, Deep chats. Um, what's your favourite ice cream? I mean, it's always going to be chocolate for me. Always going to be chocolate. And I wish my youngest niece would learn that lesson. Did I tell you about, I'm sure I would have said when that was the other week there. And she, like, kids being kids, but I mean, I should have known. Basically, it's my fault. I should have known better. But I knew because I felt it in the moment too. So this is going to be part of the message. Somebody knew better. But it's not that deep about this. But basically, like, one really got in her head she wanted mint hot chocolate because literally we got a mint hot chocolate like over a year ago and she never forgot it. She's got an amazing memory. Um, and the other one was, oh yeah, I want that too. And I was like, I don't even like it, and I was right about that. But like she wanted like it was cherry sorbet or something, and I'm like, I think that's shit anyway. Like I don't like sorbet. You know what I mean? I'm going for the ice cream every time, and I'm going for chocolate. Do you know what I'm saying? And like that's boring to be the fruit ice cream that's not even ice cream. But anyway, of course she got it, and she had like one thing, and she was like, I don't like that, and I was like, oh fucking hell, this thing cost about 5 or 6, but you know what I mean? It's not cheap. Which doesn't really, it doesn't matter, it doesn't, you know, what I mean, I'm not going to make out to hurt, but I was just kind of like, right, okay, you can have, I can't remember what I done. I was like, you can share this cake thing with me because it was fucking massive anyway, and then you can have some of my hot chocolate, which you didn't like, but it's kind of like, yeah, some kind of chocolate chip. Is it, I don't know if I think it might be fish food. Is fish food the one that's like, chocolate chips, chocolate fudge, and then I think it is just fish food. If it's not, it's like chocolate fudge brownie or something. That's nice. I've done that a few times. I've done that when I've had my time of the month a few times. Like I've ate nearly the whole thing, and I'm like, oh my God. Um, but but what's quite good is I actually until the other night, like I actually have had a chocolate orange like Ben and Jerry's. I think it's like a new one in the freezer for weeks. And like I could have ate that loads of times and I didn't. And it was just the other day I was just really like I just don't you know what I mean? I think that's a good balance. Talking it it's like, I basically don't have sugar very often just that and then but or if I do I have dark chocolate. And but just I don't know what it was, just the other night I was like I really uh want that. So I had it. But it wasn't that much. Like I just had a few spoonfuls, opposed to when I would eat the whole fucking thing or the most of it, and it was really nice. So if you see it, it's like chocolate orange. I think it's chocolate orange Ben and Jerry. I don't know if it's Ben and Jerry, whatever it is, whatever one it is, it was nice. But I like mint choc chip as well. But just chocolate. I just love chocolate. Um, but anyway. Fun facts. And I look back up the comments, I call myself a drag queen as I so what about jalapeno poppers? There's fillets with cheese. Yeah, like I love anything jalapeno, but the thing is, like I got things like that. Like, do you know what? That is my tradition to myself. I like to just get all the party food. Do you know what I mean? Like I like to just get loads of party food and just for those basically Boxing Day if there's nothing planned, but sometimes, well, nah, and most of the time I wouldn't do something on Boxing Day or a friend or something would come up. But definitely, like, say the No Man's Land, 27th up into like Hogmanay, those days I like to just have like, you know what I mean, party food. like sausage rolls and pigs in blankets, or might go a little fat. I might go a little bit fancier actually, but like like the temperate, the prawn things, and like the just all the wee things that like what I mean. Just to think, fuck it, I'm not having a normal tea. I'm just gonna have the party food to myself. Do you know what I mean? It's like, um, and actually the other night, oh my God, I was telling my mum how amazing it was. I made mashed bananas. It was, what was it again? It was mashed bananas, chocolate chip, dark chocolate chips, maple syrup, and what was the other thing? Is that it? Oats. That's the big thing. And I put it in the oven, and oh my God, I don't want to use the word moist, but I can't think of another word. Like, because I'd made it before last week and it was really dry and it wasn't that nice. But this was like, it was like a cake. It was like eating a cake for breakfast. Like, I had some of that shit this morning. I woke up and I was like, oh my God, that is like I'm eating a cake, but it's healthy. Um, I'm gonna have some of that shit on standby. But that's the whole thing, you know what I mean? When you geek up in it, that's you must have seen it online, when my nieces stayed, I made cottage cheese. I know it sounds disgusting, but don't knock it. I'm sure a lot of you have tried it. Cottage cheese, chocolate pudding. It was fucking tidy. They loved it. I loved it. And it's like, you know what I mean? Opposed to the shit that you get that I would be getting all the time, just like chocolate yogurts and that are fully shit. This stuff is good for you. And you're hitting your protein goals. Yeah, I'm obsessed with all that just now. So I might just make loads of those healthy treats, do you know what I mean? But yes. But I've had what's it, those, just like normal mozzarella bites. Some of them are so shit. You gotta be careful where you get some of them taste like nothing. Like, I remember I think it was Asda. I used to get my shopping from Asda, and I've literally got shopping from Asda twice this year. I just keep getting my food shop on Just Eat because it works out better. Like, I just get it for the week, and then I just get, like, it works out. I'm just working it out the same. Whereas when I was getting at it, it's like, it works out way better. Anyway. Gemini super full moon. The clarity clear is rising. See so many sinks at the moment. Love for food makes us human. It's awesome when you find you. Yeah, and I've spoken about this before, though. This is all relevant. People might be like, "Oh, but this is all relevant because cancer is food, and so many people have trauma with food." And I'll put that in the comments. Like I've got some reviews of where I've taught people about, whether it's people with body dysmorphia. I've helped loads of men and women with that, or like just trauma around food in general because I had that myself and I healed myself of that when I was younger and I went from not being excited about food to look how I've just spoke about food for it feels like about an hour, might have been longer than that because I got caught up talking about food. um so do you know what I mean? It's just all about getting a healthy balance. um right, like I think we've already done shadow work, but I do just let's let's see. What's some shadow work for the feminine? Release the soul burden. What you carry in silence still shapes your path. Speak it, feel it, and finally let it go. Holy fucking shit, man. Right, look, I don't know how I can remember what it was, but I do remember because they're reminding me. Remember at the start, it started off, this feminine never got to speak their truth. You never got to speak the truth about something, whether that is about telling this person how you feel or speaking your truth about something else. You never got to speak the truth. What you carry in silence still shapes your path. And I don't say this all the time, but I have said it before. That is part of the reason why I'm on here doing this. Because I kept my truth to myself. Well, I didn't keep it to myself, my pals knew. But like, you know what I mean? It was like I yeah, held it in. Well, the thing is I held it in when I didn't really need to hold it in because I was like, I don't know how he's feeling about me, and I don't really want to say it. This all feels a bit awkward. And then I held my truth in when I needed to hold my truth in because it wouldn't have been respectful or whatever words we want to use. Um, and you know what I mean? So that's part of me being on here too, is like like empowering other people, but I'm empowered myself too because I'm just speaking my truth. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of other people with that birthday too, and there's loads of other people. um, although I've never met anyone with that actual birthday, but speak it, feel it, and finally let it go. Like but that's in the shadows. Like you need to speak your truth. If you've not done that, you need to speak your truth. And obviously, ideally, you'd want to speak your truth to the person that would release the trauma. But if you can't do that, you need to speak your truth to somebody that you trust, a therapist or a friend or something like that. And that's the masculine's feminine side too. Because like I've said before, I help people this all the time, but I know that about me too, that I know for that, okay, I might do this now, but for years on end, I didn't like, you know what I mean? Like I held it in for years. So unfortunately, that emoji when it's so like, guess who else holds it in for years? So, but that's, you know what I mean? That's where I'm saying that in a jokey way, but I'm being serious. Like there's a lot that like I just can't. That's why I'm not big on blame and shame. Like I'm not perfect. My Twinflame's not perfect. I don't know half of his life. He doesn't know stuff about me. Might think he fucking does, but he doesn't. And it's like I can see the mirroring with everything. Unfortunately, even when I don't want to, like, and it's, it does just make sense that I've known there was going to be a huge time lapse. Didn't think it'd be this fucking long, mind you, so, but I do get it because I was in quite an entanglement myself for how it is, yeah. Right, so, masculine, um, these messages just feel right, especially tonight, Claire. I'm on the final legs of the most recent shadow work, especially my root and throat chakras work. Well, it's always right, as you know that, Nathan. And it's the thing is what I always feel about these is when I'm sitting here and it's been, I don't know how long I've been, it feels like forever, but I don't know how long it's been. Um, the right, not everyone's going to sit and watch the whole thing. And if they do, like I said, if they've not got good energy and they're sitting evil eyeing me, you ought to fucking reflect on your own fucking life if you're watching this deep. I'm saying it a bit harsher because I'm in my shit, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you're the one that's watching, hating deep into the live stream. I think whoever's doing that's got more issues than us. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got our own issues, but I think they've got more issues. Um, Whereas the people that genuinely get the help from what I'm talking about and channeling about, whether it's my own personal stuff or the stuff I'm bringing through with this true story, or when I'm talking to, well, Nathan in the chat right now, it's um, it's going to be relevant to the people that it's relevant to. So there's definitely stuff around trauma around food. And like I said, I've known that. Like I've helped loads of it. Like, you know what I mean? That's actually one of the challenges that I do next year. I was going to do it I was actually going to do it for this challenge, but we're not gonna because I've had all the signs about the other stuff. But at some point next year, I'm going to do it about like weight and stuff like that. But now that this is coming up, I'm like, because yeah, I've helped loads of people with like weight release and stuff, and that's why I don't like to say weight loss or like what I done there. When I say it, I correct myself. Like you want to release it because you don't want to find it. If you lose it, it implies you're finding it, and most people don't want to find the weight. But weight can be connected to trauma, and that's why there's some weight that you won't lose until you locate what the weight is connected to, the weight you're carrying. You know what I mean? Which is why, like, I'll put that below too, but I use that one all the time when one of yous, she knows she knows who it is, but it's where is she actually? Um yeah, she lost a shit ton of weight. I think it's well over a stone now, like the first time we connected. And that's what I mean, it's different for different people. That woman was ready to whatever we spoke about, whatever it was, that woman was ready to release the physical weight. And it's quite it's quite amazing, this stuff is real. Whereas if you're holding on to it, you're not like, myself, for example, there's stuff I'm not, there's physical weight I'm not ready to release until I talk to Him, basically. Trust the lesson, not the pain. You weren't meant to stay hurt. The pain was the messenger. The wisdom is what you carry forward. Oh, look, and this guy's got a book. He's got wisdom now. That's what's going on in the shadows. And I always associate the books with Gemini full moon. And make peace with the past. You don't have to rewrite the story. Just stop fighting the chapter. Peace begins with acceptance. And what have I been saying? You know what I mean? That's what shadow integration is. Like, I accept myself, the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever. And it's kind of like, you know, you don't need to like me. You don't know, you don't need to watch me. But all I'm saying is, if people are watching, they're watching. You know what I mean? Why are you watching? Must be getting some sort of help out of it. Or you're nosy. Or your soul family. It's one of these ones. Face what you've avoided. Avoidance is a chain in disguise. What you're not willing to face still controls you. I don't think this full moon is letting a lot of people not face things. You'll be pleased to know we're nearly getting at the end of this. I don't know if I'm going to eat. I think I might power through to. I'll just decide that when I get to the kitchen, but it's like. Yeah. Right, what would help with inner union? What would help with inner union? I really thought you'd always be here. Divine Feminine, for your inner union, release, surrender, surrender to where you are. It's the last full moon of the year. The full moon is about letting go. Let them go. Because when you let them go, they'll feel that you've let them go. But you have to really let go. You know, you can't trick it. I don't mean it as in the person. I mean, you can't trick the how it happens. You've got to, yeah, be at peace with how things are. And that's when things can change. Because the masculine is saying, if I had cherished you more, would we have made it? So for the masculine to bring themselves into inner union, they're reflecting on, well, in some cases, if I'd treated you better when I was with you, would we have made it? But in other cases, it'll be if I had even given it a chance. Because of course, a lot of you, myself included, if you weren't even like an anything, like you weren't, you know, like I don't know what the fuck. Well, I know there's loads of things I could call me mine, but it's, you know, spiritual running buddies, what I call them. But it's like, um, yeah, that's the sad thing about some of these things. Some people just ran away before it was even anything. You know what I mean? Despite everything that's happened, I'm at peace finally. I'm glad to hear that. And then there's that card of that. I just want you to be happy, even if it's not with me. But we've seen that that isn't true. Like, and I've said this before, joke, but I'm not joking. Like, I don't think, you know. I think that's a nice idea. And I think actually, I can see in some timelines, I actually do think my twin flames higher self has done that, thinking that would work out that way with me. But I think I've been a fuck up to the plan by not moving on. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, I think, yeah, I don't know. That's the reality. But also, he would not be happy. See, if I was sitting here happy, laughing that, if I had a boy, he would not be happy. I mean, there's nothing he could do about it, like, but you've moved on, haven't you? Don't know if it's that way for everyone, but I happen to feel that would be the case. Whereas not as if I fucking like it either, but I mean, it's like, you know, it just, yeah, it's interesting that dynamic, isn't it? It's, anyway, moving on. Right, so, right, so what's a possible soul retrieval somebody would need if they booked? You are my night meditation tonight, Claire. So much love and thank you. Of course, you're very welcome. Oh, wait a minute. Did I not read that? Oh, Claire, host a food trauma weight class after New Year's. I'm resolute myself to treat myself, my body better between now and after. Well, that is my plan. Like, I could have done that as the theme for the challenge when we're doing it on the 15th, but I thought it would be better to do it, in January or February when people are, wanting to lose weight. So yeah, so with I've got the themes for the next three challenges. So spoiler alert for people, but people don't need to wait till then. If you want to book a package now, anyone that's feeling called, I've helped people with that. One of the last people I helped with that, one of the last women I helped with that, it's quite interesting. Again, it's like what I was saying earlier, like we were mirroring. Like when she was binge eating, I was binge eating. When she was eating healthy, I was eating healthy because I was working with her over a period of time. And then because they were guiding me to see things that would help me with my health eating, I was then able to share some of the things with her. And the last I heard, she was making good progress, and you know what I mean. So, but yes, right. And then of course when Lexi done the challenge as well, her review was great. She lost. Not that she needed to, like, but I mean, it's all about how you feel about it. It's a bit like she yeah, set a goal and met it went beyond the goal. She done amazing at that. So right, okay. So what have we got? What would somebody need in a soul retrieval? Choose wisely. So that is exactly what I've been going on about tonight. We're at a karmic choice point. I feel this would be somebody that's going to be having a session with me before Christmas. So next week. I would say this is somebody that, and you would know if it was you, you'd be feeling it. You don't know why you're being. Now this is for the people that are new to me, because people that are here all the time know how this works. If you're new and you're being drawn to me and you feel like you need to book a session, but you don't know why, trust that. That's how true shamans work. You don't know why you're being pulled in. That's part of the mystery. But you find out when you book it, and everyone always gets what they need. Like today, okay, so obviously the bulk of Tani's session was literally her family coming through, and it was, the most of it was mediumship. But for the first part of it, it was actually her updating me on what had happened that other time we spoke, because that was the first time we spoke. And it feels like I've known her for years. It's just when you connect with people. But that's what I'm saying. Like I go with the flow. Like I've got all these bells and whistles. We could do hypnotherapy. We could do this, that. Like when you book my main crystal clear clarity sessions, you've got access to not everything, but most things. But actually, it was really pretty chill, and we were both in agreement. That was because when I just sit here and I hold space, that's the way I clear energy. That's the way the guides clear energy. And I'm not just fucking saying that, making it up. People feel it. Like people feel the lightness, and then obviously it was just amazing because the our loved ones in spirit came in. But it was because that was their intention, and I knew that that was their intention. They knew it, and they came through with, like I said, amazing evidence. Um, Whereas I've got actual mediumship sessions as well, that if you know that that's what you want, you can book that too. Um, but that can happen in just those regular sessions when it's, um, but yeah, choose wisely. I feel there's some ones at a really crucial choice point, and I would say that this is some of the people. It's like you're running rings around yourself, and you do need a spiritual advisor, you need a shaman, you need somebody, you need a coach, you need somebody to help you work out your own thoughts. Which is what a therapist does too, but I'm not people's therapist unless I'm working me one to one long term. I'm technically not your therapist, you know what I mean? To have that true transformation, it needs to be that psychological contact regularly, I would say. But I mean, to be honest, that's just the sensible side of me. People do feel they get that from me because I'm live all the time and I've got videos every day, so I don't know. But technically, I am not your counselor. I am not your therapist. I may have been some of your therapists if you've done therapy with me in the past, but I am not that. For just if you're just tuning in. Right, so another one. Oh, what have we got here? Accelerated motion and the truth. Oh my God. So the 20th of August could be a birthday or important anniversary. Somebody's got a truth to share and they want to share it fast. So I would say this is maybe one of the masculine male or females that you're going through your own come to Jesus awakening moment. You've come into this clarity and truth, and you might just need a bit of support about where to go next. Now, I can think you might think that's about love getting, but I can think of helping one of our male soul brothers once, and it wasn't actually about that. It was, funnily enough, about awakening to like family stuff and all of that. It wasn't anything to do with twin flames yet. I mean, it will be at some point, so it's that's a different spin on things. Because some people have, it's people come across me in different ways. Some people find me and they haven't found me through the twin flame thing. That's more rare. Other people have been watching from the days of Facebook, so they're not even a twin flame and they're just spying on me. Some people are spying on me and they're nice people too. I know that, but some people are just nosy fox. Let's be honest. Um, you do you, boo. Like I said, if people want to waste their time watching me when it's nothing to do with them, then that's their deal. But some people are watching that's getting help, so whatever. And they're getting help. I can't even talk anymore. Um, yeah. But some people, it's like, you've had to untangle yourself from unhealthy attachment, codependency, family, friends, lovers, low self-worth, low self-confidence, setting healthy boundaries. Do you know what I mean? Like, who knows? Different people learn different things. But just learning how to be yourself. I just teach people how to be themselves by being mad. Like, look, I'm just sitting here chilling in my dressing gown. Do you know what I mean? Just chilling. Trying to navigate my new haircut that I'm like, I wish I'd left till the spring. But anyway. Right, what's another one? Like, I feel you've got in touch with who you really are. I feel before you didn't really know who you were, and now you do. And that can only be a good thing. And oh my God, the last one, somebody, it's the same as the pick a pill. Somebody has realised they're in a karmic union. Now, when I say, oh my God, revelate, someone's realised they're in a karmic union, it doesn't need to be like, oh, like, I feel for a lot of people, it's like, it's not like you didn't know, it's like, you've known something's not right, but you thought you were going to make do, you thought it was like next best thing or like, a soulmate you could settle down with, but it's like a rude awakening. It's not harmonious anyway. It's that feels like somebody that's been dragged. That feels like I need to help somebody unhook unhealthy attachment that's like a karmic ex that's pulled somebody back in the Pisces. Look, pulled somebody back and drained them of their vitality. New vitality in reverse, magician in reverse. That's some slowed somebody down. Somebody's now again, I don't know who this is, you know what I mean? This is somebody could find this soon after I do it, and somebody might find this ages after. But that's black magic. Somebody's had like energy put on them. That's like black magic. Because it's the magician in reverse, the lovers in reverse. It's like somebody's like pulled somebody back with some kind of manipulation. The devil, exactly. The devil in reverse. And it's called temptation on this deck. Somebody used sex magic. You've got to watch. There's some things I've said this before, but you've got to be careful with your words. You've got to be careful what you listen to and stuff. There's some like apparent, like there's some of these. I'm all big on affirmations. I'm a hypnotherapist for fuck's sake and a coach and everything. But there's some of these ones that it's like if it's going against somebody's. I don't really like the word free will. I feel people use it too much. But you know what I mean? If it's manipulative, like if it's really really controlling and like you're it's like because that's the devil, it's obsession, like you're just doing, like you don't even really care if it's for the person's highest good, you're just doing it. You've went into the dark side, my friend, do you know what I mean? um and I feel that's what's happened there. I feel like a karmic ex man or woman has pulled somebody back, got their hooks in. I'm seeing it ends with us, so you know what I mean, if you've seen it ends with us. she's before you know it, she's in a nightmare and she marries the guy and she's got a kid to him. You know what I mean? It's like she's in a fucking nightmare. She was manipulated into it because if you see the whole film, she came from an abusive household. So although she saw it coming, she it was a walking red flag. The guy was screaming it. So whether that just happens to be a guy in the film, but this could be a girl that was screaming it red flag. And if you've got your own childhood wound and you'll ignore the red flags, you're used to it. So you'll or you might feel like you're the fucking savior or something, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, unfortunately, so like this is all somebody this is some what somebody needs in a session. So but there is hope at the end of there is light at the end of the tunnel, and I feel this is somebody that's awakening to who their true twin flame is. So in this case I would it's a bit of a shame, I don't know where I've just been using the same decks for everything. Is that it? Oh no, there it is there. Right. Let's see if false twin flame comes out, because I think this is where it's relevant. I wouldn't be surprised if false twin flame comes out. It's like somebody has fallen into an abusive partnership and maybe not realised exactly how like how bad it was. Eat your fucking vegetables, eat some shit made by Mother Nature. That's hilarious when we've been talking about food. Right. Um I'm it's so late, I'm surprised you're still on. Yeah, but Bex, really, this is nothing. Like sometimes I've sat till 4 in the morning. But I don't know, how long does it say I've been on this one? Another, have I not given it a good 3 hours again? Have they both had about equal amounts now? It's just gonna happen. Me and Nathan were just having an old lady chat like we do. Um, Obviously you're a man, but you know, my, oh yeah, so that was 30 minutes. That one was 3.5 hours. How long's this one been? It's not saying. Oh no, come on, Claire, we can't. Shit. Fuck it. I mean, I don't, my hair wasn't alright to start with, but whatever I've done, I'm not liking this. Getting too comfy here. Right. Let's just for because of the way I was channeling that, if false twin flame comes out, I think if false twin flame or releasing masculine releasing lower self. Really, there's quite karmic relationship. There's quite a few in it. Let's see. What for whoever was resonating with that, what needs to come out to go with it? What would I be helping them with? The real pathway to true love. Take me home. It came out in reversal. Somebody again, that's the basically been the big message of tonight. If we fucking missed the memo, I've said about 1,000,000 times. Somebody went the wrong way. Pathway to true love in reverse. You can do it in reverse. Whatever path the person chose, wearing a mask, they've got a lot more than what they bargained for. You chose the dark side, but it's because you were in the dark. So it might sound like, it's kind of like, oh, you went the wrong way, but it's like, forgive yourself, don't shame yourself. You chose to stay in the karmic energy because, newsflash, you were in karmic energy. As blunt and harsh as that might be for some people, you were in your karmic cycles. I mean, we've all been in them. I've been in them. Do you know what I mean? But I believe we really do always have something, we're trying to get out of. But there's more so there's times in life where, you've moved. Yeah, I do think that, like, I can think in my life that there's still, like, for instance, there's a, to not go into like all the much deeper stuff because I can't be bothered. We've already been talking really deep, but with what I was just talking about with the food there, I've finished that karmic cycle, I think, but I'm going to stay humble. You know, it might come when I do my Christmas food shop that I'm putting the biggest load of shite on there again. I'm not going to beat myself up if I do, because I know that basically, in fact, I think I probably will, to be honest. I think I will just allow myself to pick out, do what I usually do. I just might not enjoy it like I did the other year. But I didn't really enjoy it the other years, to be honest. I was just doing it. I was not happy. Um, and but then I'll go back to it. You know what I mean? As soon as we get into January, I'll go because I can. I'm so fucking disciplined. I don't know if you've noticed, but like I've got a strong mind. When I put my mind to something, nobody's fucking stopping me. I'll keep going. Like I will release this week. But yeah, choose ease and grace. That's always my card of the Matrix and the New Earth. Somebody chose to stay in the Matrix to stay stuck. Somebody specifically went back to someone from the past. They were lured in by someone from the past. Again, I always just get this visually like some masculine like females and males that like you've been doing the healing and you're looking good and you're feeling good and you attract in the wrong ends, whether it's men or I mean you attract someone from the past that's a karmic energy and they've siphoned your they've pulled you back and held you back. But so if you're in your ego, you see, some people you'll just fall for it. You'll be like, oh yeah, I'm looking hot, I've put it in it, and you know what I mean, and it's ego. When you've truly went through the ego death and the dark night, so you'll know it doesn't matter how hot somebody's looking, no thanks. And like I proudly toot my horn about this. When I had tests like that when I was younger, I had things like that several times. And like I said, in my defence, I could have done whatever the fuck I wanted. I was single. Um, but and I still can. Do you know what I mean? I talk like I'm not, but I still could. But it's kind of like, yeah, some of the tests that were thrown my way, like none of it was worth it. Like none of it. So it's like that card that said temptation. I'm like, no way. Like, I don't know why I keep getting thrown weird things like this, but no thanks. Like the karma that you take on for like, and I've said this before too, it's cryptic, and I mean I'm old enough that I can say stuff. The amount of when I have the amount of guys that I've heard lie and say that they're single, and you find out after they're not, it's fucking sick. The amount of guys that do that. And I remember, but again, I'm not like going to go too deep into this, but I'm laughing, but it's not actually funny. But I'm laughing because like I was totally like fucking like really just but like believed, yeah. Luckily it's not like it wasn't like a whirlwind, it wasn't a lot, but it's just scary, man. Really scary how some people just like, well, it's a double life, isn't it? It's not even a double life because like it's whether something like that's happened to me in the past or like other people I know, some people really don't give a fuck, like they don't care who knows. I don't get that. Like, I don't get how some people like, when everybody knows each other and yeah, like, that's like having, that's not having balls. That's like having some fucking massive fucking huge ego. Like, what's quite funny. Anyway, moving on. And that, I'm just thinking, and yeah, God, moving on. Right, so happens to the best. Look, there we go. Karmic relationship. Releasing the past. Exactly. This person has woke up to this is not if somebody thought someone was a twin, this is not my twin flame. This is not even a very healthy soulmate. In fact, I wish I had chose my twin flame. This was a bad idea. I've learnt my lessons here. I'm releasing myself. That's like the collective energy. I just fell into that when I was channeling that. That was like that's something that somebody needs in a session. Doesn't mean they're going to book it. So, hey, I'm available next week. I think I'm going to work the 23rd too, but one of you guys is already like someone was wanting close to Christmas, so I think somebody's already um like if that person wants that, I think I'll be available for that. And I don't, but yeah, basically if you need a session, book it. Um right, okay, so what do we need to know about the future of this connection? All the people that resonate with this. The electric creative expression. So well, there's a lot of things I could say about this, but I do connect, express yourself with. Now I want to start singing Madonna. Gemini full moon, Gemini moon energy. It's time to speak your truth. Somebody could be speaking their truth out the blue, like a bolt of lightning. Mission and motion, honor your agreement. Somebody's feeling the call to honor the soul agreement that you have, and it's to do with this full moon, the fated energy around it. Because they're releasing their lower self, I called it. Masculine twin releasing lower self for the soul merger. Somebody's being pulled back to the twin flame. Violet flame, that's my energy. So people that connect with the violet flame, you've transmuted enough of your karma, you're closing karmic cycles to go to your divine feminine. But somebody definitely was caught up with a karmic. This is, it's not for everyone, but it's like it's quite complicated. It's like somebody really was, it was very codependent and there was a strong connection, but it was very unhealthy because we've got mirror reflections, karmic purge. I do think for at least some people, this is somebody that was a bit, I'm hearing unhinged, whatever words you want to use. I want to see if Jezebel comes out. I feel somebody's karmic partners got a bit obsessed with the twin flame thing and they've tried to mimic and they've tried to be what they're not. And well, that never works out well, does it? Here they are. Let's just see. But this, yeah, whatever they've done, like they've manipulated this person to a certain extent before they've hustling my way, create. Look, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look, steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off you, and that's exactly what I just said. Whoever this was, they did manage to, um, when someone was in their ego, selfish, stubborn, arrogant, pride and ego, my way, they did manage to mimic the real divine feminine. Or like they saw actual real divine feminines, they've managed to sort of fool this person to a certain extent, making it rain, focused on getting, that's come through loads in this. Whoever the masculine, they did have a very there's a real obsession with money here. Scarcity tactic, chess again, someone's playing games. Photo proof, getting evidence. Oh god, I hate these ones. It does feel like that. It's like somebody that's like lurked somebody from afar and then like, went for them. Crying over you, sad, hurt, upset. Love, hate. Kissing ass. Always partying. So yeah, love triangle in reverse yet. So like I said, somebody's through always partying, somebody's got caught up with the um whoever they are, the karmic person, uninterested, that they're not interested in now. They've been praying for an answer about this karmic lesson. A phony trickster, an illusion, a fairy tale that was talking shit. The person was talking shit about the twin flame journey. I think this person was trying to claim they were this person's twin flame. I'm telling you, it's somebody that's been around somebody that knows what they're talking about, or they've watched people that know what they're talking about, and it's unhinged. Like they've claimed they're a twin flame and they're not. Under pressure, anxiety, decision, time's running out. That's energy right now. Hooked. But this masculine, maybe they've already went to a healer or they've managed to clear their energy themselves, but they're feeling like shit. Because they fell into something with someone. Always partying. Should drink, I would say. Uninterested now though. That's came out twice out of all those cards. Under pressure. Yeah, it's the same cards. Under pressure. They could just be telling you how they met. This could be years and years ago that it's like someone's been out partying and that's how you've met this person. You've kind of fallen into a relationship. Could have been a marriage too, because I saw pop the question. Are we going to get the couples? Magician? The person's got everything they need to go for it. Oh, what's that? Oh, I think that's just coming in there again. Queen of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Someone missed an opportunity. Yeah, they're just showing you someone missed an opportunity. They chose a Queen of Pentacles. Betrayal, deception, getting away with it, strategy, fake news. Oh, God. Holy shit. Whatever it was, that person deceived them. Fake news. Lied about something. This person wants a Queen of Wands. Are they a King of Wands? Oh! Oh my God, I didn't see. I love how they keep doing that. Like, I keep not seeing the card coming, and I'm like, I love it because it's my favorite. Look. We don't know if they're a King of Wands, but they're even better. It's the Queen of Wands, Two of Cups. And who are these people again? In this case, this could be a celebration, friendship, creativity, collaboration. This could be helpful people that they're all, look, they're all raising a glass. This could be like New Year or something, or Christmas party. He's like, yay, he's finally going to the real one. He saw through the deception. Woohoo! This could be helpful family member and friends, you know what I mean? Finish line ahead, yeah, I think it is. We've already got that for the thumbnail. It's just taking it back to where it started. Unified love, partnership, mutual attraction. Do you know what I'm hearing now? You know that song? Do 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 do. We're gonna take it right back. Do, get it right back to where it started from. Ooh, do do do. I don't know all the words, but it's like that came out earlier, and it's like get it right back to where we started from. So it's just I don't know. I won't know until I watch this back, if I ever watch it back. I'm sure I'll catch up at some. Maybe over the Christmas holidays I'll watch these all back, but maybe I won't because I didn't watch the other ones. But I remember that coming out somewhere because I think I've got it for the thumbnail. This person always knew who their Two of Cups was, who their true love was, but from whatever childhood stuff or like, you know, people around them or whatever, you know, rejected something they really wanted. And it's, you know, you're not alone if you've done that, whether you're a man or a woman. That's loads of people do that. You think this is too good to be true. Um, like even in another timeline, if mine, I mean, which he wasn't, which I can't even finish the sentence, but I've said that before that like there's lots of readings I've heard like when I was quite young, and like you know they did sort of they mentioned him a lot, and some of the things they were saying weren't good. But I mean, to be fair, I don't think they were wrong about some of the things they were saying, but I know what to feel into and what and it is to put you off, but it, you know it doesn't plant the best of seeds in your head. But it was always things like you know not good stuff basically. Um, not all of it was bad, but you know, some of it, what like it's. But I've just noticed that it's like basically, if someone's not on the twin flame journey, they don't read it properly. But I don't blame them. It is a weird journey, but um, there's the King of Wands in reverse. That was the problem. The Queen of Wands was upright, and the King of Wands was acting in reverse. Arrogant, you know what I mean? Poor leadership, aggressive, high expectations, but arrogant as well. Just a bit of a dick, really, when they're in. I don't think that guy liked being called a bit of a dick, but that's hilarious. But he's coming back upright. He felt, look, he's going back to his past life love with passion. He's a Knight of Wands, but this time the Knight of Wands is all directed at the Queen of Wands and not the devil that's on the floor. Oh dear. That could mean that there's people that are not doing too good karma wise because look, a toxic group worked against this person. The Emperor. How dare they work against an Emperor? And I think this is something the Emperor wants to apologise for because they've saw through the toxic group. I feel the toxic group were connected to whoever the toxic woman is, because this is a woman sitting on a pile of money. Is this not the one that started? This is, isn't it? Was that the other one? No, this one. This was the one that started off when I made the. That was ages ago, eh? When I made the joke about the shadow self, attachment, addiction, sex, right? I'm done. I think I'm sure I said in this someone had a negative attachment. You know what I mean? Interesting. Right. Okay. Let's get some romancy cards and then I'll go. Because it is sleepy time, but it's not really sleepy time. It's I'm going to eat and I'm probably going to be awake until 7 or 8 in the morning because I just can't seem to wind down enough. Right, so what have we got? What's going to happen here? Tell us some happy stuff. We've not had the Union card in a while, but we like that the Two of Cups has come out about a million times. What's going to happen in the future between all the people that connected with us? Big long story. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Ah, so I do feel some, at least some, not all, but some of the people that connected with this, I feel this person will be popping up to tell you their feelings, and it could be around New Year's Eve, because it doesn't need to be actual New Year's Eve, but just because this was the one where when Harry met Sally came in it. But it's like this person is just going to have a realization. It does feel like they're going to have a realization when they're out and about around a lot of people that they'd rather be with you. Because I slept weird today, I'm not tired now. Well, at least I'm up doing. Oh my god, look at this. Well, and so have I, because well, depends where you look at it. I didn't sleep very well last night, and then my alarm went off at half 8, but I actually got up at 8 myself, and then I was just awake, and then I had a nap about back at 2 or something for like, I think it was about 2 hours. Do you know what I mean? So probably fucked myself there, but confusion. All seekers of truth experience confusion. Ask the divine to preside as you need. Look at that card. I don't like this saying, but I've already said that, like, fuck my life, you know what I mean? I just think it's a horrible saying. But look, fuck my life, guy. Is that or is that no? I've been channeling this. Someone's like, oh my god, like mortified. They could see it all crystal clearly now. I'd say this is somebody that's been, getting therapy or healing, and it's like the way that they looked at things distorted before. Or it feels like a fairness thing here, because I keep going back to somebody never got to the feminine wanted to speak their truth, and the masculine never let them do that. And now it's like, I think this person's like, I mean, sorry to laugh, but it's like this person's now getting a taste of their mate. Like that, I don't think that's saying, but that's what they're saying. It's like this person wants to speak their truth. But I think they might be punishing themselves a little bit, because it's kind of like, well, that's not really fair, is it? They wanted to speak their truth, maybe several times, and I never let them. So it's like that person's just kind of sitting with that for a bit. But you can't sit with it forever, can you? You're going to miss out on the opportunities. You've got to get over it. Sorry to be blunt, but it's true. So that's why very soon. That's funny, because that card reminds me of my Twinflame, because I've said all those years ago when Facebook basically popped up again, that's what he, oh god, that's funny, we were talking about ice cream. I wrote I don't know, I wrote a quote or something, and it was like, oh, that's really weird. That's got to do with this, because I can never be bothered telling the story, but that's got to do with the nodes and everything again. Because it's like, to make a decision, you must first do this. Decide what it is you want. I'm not, I keep meaning to find but it was something like, that was basically it. And then he was the first person to comment, and he was like, well, that would be a star. And I got a bit of a fright, because I was like, well, that's not like him. But it was before it had gotten really weird, you see. Facebook had just popped up, and so it was like, all new, and it was the only thing he ever commented on. And then he only ever said happy birthday another time. And I'm the same, I never commented or fucking liked anything of his. Might have liked it, mate. No, I don't think I would have, because even used to, like, I never done anything. But I did say happy birthday once, which I'm quite surprised I even done that. But I think I got it. I think I just sneaked in because he knew about 100 million folk. But it's kind of like, um, that card always reminds me, because it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, very soon. So notice the order in which I said that. Don't stay in that period for too long, because you could take yourself out of that, and you could be retreating together like that. But you won't if you don't do anything about it. Oh, marriage, and before you know it, you're in a marriage. A marriage of souls is a union of divine counterparts blending together, but that, marriage is union. So yeah, but that's what they're saying. Before you know it, very soon union. Very soon union, basically. And I did say that at the very start of this. I asked them to give some good news. There's been a lot of bullshit in this, but, very soon marriage. Very soon union. Bad luck if they're marrying the karmic person, like, but I don't think that's what they're saying there. I mean, they could have in the past, though, to be fair. But if this might be the whole divorce thing. If somebody's, uh, if that's coming in, maybe that's fuck knows. There's so much going on here. Your love life benefits. You forgive your parents. That's came up in this right at the start. Live your bliss. This person's just, you're guided to be happy now. Whatever your happiness is, separation. There was definitely a separation due to children, so I feel there's children involved here, however many responsibilities. Your soul is preparing to reconnect, trust in the process. That's my favourite. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Express your love. A love bond has only grown stronger over time. There's another thing indicating marriage. You begin to feel your heart beat faster when you're close. Feelings. Take time out to explore the deep feelings you're experiencing. My throat's going funny now. And your strengths and weaknesses have been tested. Yeah, the strengths and the weaknesses have been tested. Somebody from a past life came in and tricked the person again. I'm telling you, there's going to be a few people really, really feel that very strongly. There's one in the membership if you want. There's one that's a similar story. It's about 2 hours. I started watching it the other day and I was like, I'm not putting that in public. There was reasons. It wasn't that juicy, but I was like, I don't feel guided to. But yeah. Someone tricked someone in a past life. They've tricked them again in this life. But they're like, enough of that. There's a surprise coming. Having sensible boundaries is important. There's a surprise engagement for some people. Look, because there's 2 rings, there's surprise and there's engagement. But that could also mean union. But there's a ring again. Surprise commitment. Commitment is an important factor. So it could be this person's like, I'm ready for commitment. Past life, really, you've known each other before. Yeah. There's so much. This is just so connected with astrology right now. Labyrinth, confusion. Oh god, I can't. Lord, that's giving me a headache. I can feel it. Like this person was totally like all the timelines, like the whatever mistakes they've made in the past, they've repeated them again, but they've learned. I promise, I will make it right. I will make it happen. You have to trust me. Right. I think this is basically. I'm just repeating the same stuff now. What else? And then I'll do some new Earth cards, and I'm gonna go. Um. Yeah. I need to work on myself. I'm trying to clear my head. Kind of came out reverse, I think. So that this person might have had enough of that. I want to make you happy. I miss your smile. What the hell was that? I was in denial. That flew out. I'm sorry I hid my real feelings for you. I've always been in love with you. We've seen that throughout this. And I'm a coward for not admitting that to you sooner. I'm gaining the courage to tell you face to face. I'm inspired. I could write a book about my experiences with you and how you inspire me. Maybe one day I will. That person's confidence soared through the roof. Go you. I'm realizing I know I've blocked our union and I know I'm really blocking myself. I'm learning who I am. I said that earlier. I'm jealous. I get so jealous when I think about you with other people. It makes me angry because it's my fault you're spending time with them and not me. I feel like a total dick. Oh my god, I also said this person feels like a dick. Or no, I think that was about the King of Wands. I feel you. My spider senses are tingling. Are you thinking of me? Because I'm definitely thinking of you. And this person is thinking of you. You're looking up at the moon and you're thinking of each other. Oh my god, it's lovely. After all the bullshit, it's nice. Right, what have we got? Oh, that is nice. Resolutions. I think you're going to be surprised because a few times in this I've been like, oh, I didn't see like strive for harmonious solutions, resolutions. Yeah, make a wish. You're this person's wish. They've been praying, they've been hoping, feels like they've been trying to get out of something. They're just like, yeah, wish. Wherever they were, it wasn't teamwork. They want teamwork now. Yeah. Heal. They just had to heal. They want to compromise. So if this person was being difficult, they don't want to be difficult. Focus on what's in front of you. But just if you're the feminine, just focus on what's in front of you. Focus on what's real. This person isn't in your life, they're not in your life. Focus on what's in your life. Right. Thank you for sitting with me, people. Whoever's watched it on replay or live. And I will be back with more energy because I love Leo Moon. If you're new, that's my favourite. Wait a minute, I need to. This is gonna. It's. I don't want the alarm going off when it's. Time's almost up though. That's a message. People have got 5 minutes on the metaphorical timer. Um. Yeah. Nathan, email me. Let me know what your decision is about the whatever I've said in that, and everyone else in the membership, let me know if you want to do the Claire Zoom so I can let everyone else know. That card. Ooh. And everyone else that might be looking for a session, like I said, I'm only working Tuesday through to Friday. And bear in mind, when I'm doing these star sign ones, actually, let me just have a wee. Is that right? That's crazy that that's it already. That can't be right. Well, it must be. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so because I've done Cancer, I'll be doing Leo on, I think it will be Tuesday that I'll do it. But if the Claire Zooms aren't going ahead, I might do it Monday. So we'll just cross that bridge when we come to it. But hopefully I'm not doing, so there's no mediumship Monday either. I might do like a recorded one, but so I'll do a live stream on Tuesday. If you're new, I do free cards on the Tuesday too, so you can come and get that. People that are in the membership, some people still haven't had their cards. Nathan, you've not had your cards yet, have you? Or have you? Did you? I've fucking lost track. I normally keep up with all of this, but I'm getting confused with all. I know you haven't had the thing that I'd said to you, but I mean, like, I don't know if you've. Oh no, maybe you did have that. Oh, fuck knows. I wrote it down somewhere. Um, Renee and Lexi haven't. I know that much. Yeah, I'll do it on Tuesday, and then I think I'll have Wednesday off because I just tend to do that anyway, and then I will come back and do. Oh no, that's a Friday night. I don't want to do that. I might though. I'll either do it like tonight. I'll do it a week. I'll do the Virgo and Libra on the 11th. Or, oh, actually, maybe I meant to do the 12th because that's the 12/12 portal. Maybe I meant to do it. I'll tune into that. But that's the last one. So I'll finish on Libra and then I'll not start again with Scorpio until like a month from now, basically. I'll do Scorpio again on the 12th of January. Unless I get guided to not do that, but that's usually what I do. Like, I'll have a break from it. Why is that not being charged? This phone's nippy. Like, sometimes you put it in and it charges really fast because it's a fast charger. And sometimes I put it in a different way and it's like, I mean, it's 5% and it's been in there for hours. How annoying. Somebody might feel like they're getting nowhere fast because that's a bit annoying. So, the last cloak, release old identities, magnificence realized. Basically, what that's always meant to me, that particular, it's quite funny. It's quite funny that I'm wearing like this dress gown too, and it's like it is a cloak, isn't it? But it's like somebody's releasing who they aren't. Like somebody was living a lie. Somebody was like, it's like they didn't. That's not who they are anymore. Like, and it must have gotten to the point where it's so bad where they're like, I'm living a lie. I'm not even this person anymore. I don't like doing this anymore. I don't like these people. I don't like where I am. Like, this is not where I want to be. I'm just keeping my hood up. And they could really, you could feel the presence of the Arcturians very strongly. Pure white light, DNA healing, sacred geometry, because these are, I work with all of these energy. The candle went out. That's definitely them saying it's time to go. There's loads of signs here. Look at this. The candle went out. There's literally like a tiny sliver, not even 5 minutes. That's a minute. Oh my god. It's the final countdown. It's the final countdown. It's yeah, it is. It's the final countdown for a lot of people. That means it's the last full moon of the year. It's the final countdown. Dolphin baby. Lemurian origin. Flow timeless, adaptable, free. Take your time. Light language, that's what I'm doing when I'm on here. Universal language of oneness, of love. Listen with your heart. Storm again. It's okay to feel it all. Cleanse, collapse of the old realignment. There's a collapse of the old timelines. Palladians are very strongly about as well. Beam up your vibration, open to star family. And like I said, when I sit on here for ages, that's what I'm doing as an earth angel. Kindness, sensitivity, strength, higher perspective, divine abilities. Because I can sit in this energy for so long in this vibration, it is lifting other people out of the dark. Or just lifting your frequency in general. You don't need to be in the dark. Radical purification, violet flame, surrendering, resurrection, part of ascension. Expansion, love for all, playfulness, release the past. Yeah, there's just a huge energy about it. It's time to release the past. It's time to receive your birthright, unconditional love. Divine feminine in particular, because it's got divine feminine. Receive your birthright, which is abundance. Fullness of source, enough for all. Open. Abundance, money, abundance, happiness, abundance, true love. Heaven on earth. We came here to live heaven on earth. We came here to create heaven on earth. No more hell on earth. Especially those of you that have, again, I'm tired now, so I might mix this up, but I'd worked out before about the transits that, particularly on my own journey, the Neptune transit, yeah, like, it was kind of crazy how it was like an overnight, it kind of like talk about Neptune and Pisces confusion illusion, like, you know what I mean? There was a lot of, yeah, there was a lot of, when me and mine were getting really close, it was Neptune and Aquarius. And then as soon as they went into Neptune and Pisces, it's like a different person. It's okay to feel it all because it's a spell. But a lot of the collective went under a spell, and that's what they're coming out of. Collapse of the old, realignment, heaven on earth. It's what Twin Flames came here to do. Go through the storm and create heaven on earth. That's quite a big, huge message right at the end, actually. That's quite funny with my wee hood up. Right, anyway, I'm done. Whatever all that meant to everyone, do with that what you will. But tell me, I want to see emails. I've been like, oh my god, I reunited with my twin flame. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, right. I am not fasting until the morning, actually. I'm going to eat a lot of stuff. Not wrong stuff. I'm not going to pig out, but I'm going to go and eat something because I don't care that it's 2 in the morning, actually. You've moved on, haven't you? See, I think that's to do with the time up thing. That's what I mean about this person feels like you're letting go. I tried to fall for someone else, but no one compares. Oh, look. Somebody tried to fall for somebody else, but nobody compares. That's not the feminine, although it's a woman, that is a masculine. There's something behind your eyes. What are you hiding? How did we go from everything to nothing? Oh, we've left it on a sad note. So I'm not sure if I'm not sure either, to be honest, Stephen. We'll just work that out next week. So, yes, night everyone, and have a good weekend because I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. I don't. Oh wait a minute, my tooth's hurting. I'm going to the dentist. Shit, wait a minute. That's actually what the fuck's that doing? That's so weird. Has somebody got us? That's not even where I'm getting. That's not even where I'm going to. That's at the top of my mouth. I don't know. Oh my god, that's horrible. That's weird. It's like it's twinging. I've never had that before. Honestly, I bet you somebody's got a wisdom. It keeps happening. Oh, oh my god, that's so weird. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I need to get off. Um, yeah, I'll try and it keeps happening. I don't know what the hell. Something's like really sensitive. It's like I don't think I must have a fill in there. I must because that's what it's like. It's I don't know what I don't know how to explain it. Um, what day's tomorrow? Yeah, I mean, if I feel like filming something tomorrow, I will. And then I'll just film Saturday, Sunday too. But if there's nothing else, like, people have got this shit to catch up on and I'll just clip things. A wee bit more chill about that. You know what I mean? I don't know how I was doing shit every day. I'm just like, whatever. Like, it's the south node in Virgo. That's particularly in my house of work. So I'm like, fuck that, man. You know what I mean? That's time to go in the back burner. I'll always be putting out a lot of stuff, but I'm not putting out as much as what I was because I don't know what is going on with my tooth. Has somebody got toothache or something? This is weird. I've not. Oh my god, that is really horrible. Anyway, where's the lighter thing? I need to go and deal with whatever my tooth is. Oh, there it is. On stage. So, yes, sleep well, and I'll catch up with you on Monday either way, I'm sure. So I hope that I'm catching up with people on the Claire's Zooms. If you're in the membership, email me, let me know what you think about what I had said. And the people that haven't let me know, and the people that have, I'll email you and let you back, and blah blah blah. I'll email you the link, and other people in the public, if you want to do it, just book it. Because basically, if it doesn't go ahead, my karmic mother has to get her teeth pulled. Oh, interesting. Um, yeah, I've not had that before. There's someone, I feel like somebody watching or something must have like toothache bit at the top because mine isn't. I'm going to the dentist next week actually. Oh, wait a minute. That's why. Yeah, it's fine because it's during the day anyway and I come on at night. But I've got the dentist next week, but it's not at the top, it's at the bottom. It's quite funny. And I'm not looking forward to that. Um, yeah, I'll be on Tuesday either way. So have a nice weekend, but just remember what I said, like Cancer Moon weekends are rough. You know, you can feel the weight of the world, so and I know at least some people that are watching, it can be a little bit rough for I think family stuff. I think some of you that have got things to do with mothers, I think this one could be a bit not of a nice one. Sorry to leave it on that note. I feel like I need to shuffle other cards now. Um, I'm peacefully productive. I support my body through loving thoughts and actions. Yes. Listen to your body, rest. There's new beginnings coming for many. Look forward to a new beginning. Everybody's got a new beginning coming because we've got a new year coming. There you go. I ended it on a cheesy note, but we've got a new year coming. So whatever has came before, it's going to be in the past soon. Although technically they did make up the calendar, so but we'll not get into all of that. We'll just go with the story. We'll just go with the story. Um, although as I've gotten older, I just feel like, that whole It did used to feel like, oh my God, it felt like such a big deal when it was like New Year and then you're into a new year. And now it just doesn't feel, it just doesn't feel like that different. I never wake up until like around I never wake up until about my birthday, like April, you know what I mean? That's when I come to life again. So actually, you know what I mean? If I'm not doing a lot of face things throughout January and February, you know why? A lot of historically, it's just been my hands until like I wake up. Anyway, I shall go. I shall go and get something to eat, and yeah, I'll catch up with you, Leo Moon. But it'll be a very different vibe. So yes, take care. What is this? And thank you any of the donations that came in. When, like I said, when I've got energy, well, I'll be coming back and we'll be doing free cards for anyone that says hi. Anyway, on the Tuesday. So yes, but thank you for all the donations, and I'm grateful for all of you. And yes, I will see you later. Bye. Oh, what have I done? I've done something really different this time. I don't know how to. Oh God, I don't know what I've done. I don't know how to. I can't get out of it. This is symbolic. Somebody's finding it difficult to get out of something because I literally can't get out of the. I'm going to have to just close it down through the Zoom. I don't know what I've done, but I've made it massive.